All right, everybody, we are live with the Working Fans Podcast. Watch along for WrestleMania 40, Night 2. I got AJ Strangebrew here. We're going to talk about some of the moments of him being at WrestleMania Night 1. Before we do, AJ, how you feeling, baby?
Oh, I'm tired, man. I got ready at 7 o'clock yesterday morning. Drove down to Philly, got down there, went to WrestleMania, went to WWE World, went to WrestleMania. Very long day, but every single moment was worth it. Interacting with the fans down there, we have some new fans that I handed out business cards to. We did interviews with, talked to a guy from Great Britain who is thrilled to be there. He grew up, he was a huge Steve Austin fan growing up. And I asked him about British wrestling, and he said, when I was a kid, unfortunately, there was no TV for local British wrestling. So he grew up literally watching the WWE. So for him to come to his first WrestleMania, absolutely thrilled.
Wow. Well, you know what you probably could have had here that could have helped you out? Maybe a little game up.
That would have definitely helped.
If you haven't tried Game Up, then you are missing out. Imagine your favorite seltzer and your favorite sports drink had a baby, but it's way better than that. Each can is 110 calories, low carb, 4.9 ABV. It's a nice light drink that is not light on flavor. Game Up comes in fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Pick it up at drinkgameup.com or at your nearest liquor store.
All right, so
yeah. LA Knight constantly asking the questions, whose game is it? I think it's clear. It's Game Up's game.
It's Game Up's game, baby. I love it. Hey, AJ, before we even get into some of the stuff tonight, though, there is a rumor going around that, according to Fightful Select, Jacob Fatu has signed with WWE. He's telling people he's signed with WWE.
So that was actually the big scuttlebutt in the stadium last night. A lot of people were predicting that he would show up during the tag match, and I told them that that's not how it was going to work. That's you've got tonight under Bloodline rules.
Right.
Anything can happen. What better way to do it than to have Jacob Fatu show up tonight?
There's also, or I'll throw a little caveat out there. Or it doesn't work out for the Bloodline tonight, despite all the Bloodline rules and everything. Rock or whoever, maybe Roman. We need to do some restructuring. Comes out on Monday night. And Monday night, we got Jacob Fatu.
Well, another big rumor. Yeah, that's absolutely could happen. But I'm going to tell you the other big rumor that everybody was talking about in the audience real quick. The prediction that they're all making is that The Rock interferes tonight, the glass breaks, and here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, we've been hearing those rumors. Stone Cold John Cena, too. That's another one.
Yeah, the whole stadium was talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the reason why is because they haven't seen him for WrestleMania season.
Right.
Usually, if you're not going to see him, he shows up, he's doing things. But the fact that nobody has seen him has actually made people want him more.
And speaking of seeing, are you seeing who's on the TV right now? Take a look at this, buddy.
CM Punk.
CM Punk's up. That makes me think that he's
going to be starting
Terry for either the whole show or we're starting off with Drew and Seth.
Oh, I think they're starting off with Drew and Seth. They started off hot last night with Rhea and Becky. You've got two incredible world title matches tonight. Yes. 3 of them with Iyo Sky and going up against Bayley. So I would start off with this match, put Bayley in the center, and finish off, of course, with with Roman versus Cody.
Actually, they've announced this. Wikipedia's been on the ball with this, actually. So this is the first match according to Wikipedia. Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. Then it looks like we're going to get the Final Testament versus the Pride. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Logan Paul in that 3-way match with Orton and Owens. Iyo Sky and Bayley is going to be the co-main event, it looks like. And then we'll go to we'll go to Roman and Cody. Only 6 matches tonight.
Where my seats were last night, I wish that street fight had been last night because they probably would have ended up right near where my seats were.
James Hodges. What's up, my man? James was with us last night, AJ, and he was talking wrestling. James got to finally get to watch some wrestling by himself. Got away from the fans.
I thought I heard he's a really big Ronnie Garvin fan.
No, that's John Hawkins. He's also
that's John Hawkins who just came in. Sorry.
Yeah, John. What's happening, man? I was telling AJ about Ronnie Garvin and Ric Flair a little while ago. So AJ got to go to night one last night. He was there, said he was freezing his ass off in Philadelphia.
No, wait a minute. It was cold. Don't get me wrong. The wind was whipping through there. You were freezing, but you didn't really start to get cold until the main event. That's only because of how long the entrances were. You were up on your feet so much for the beginning and all those matches. You didn't really feel the cold until they started taking 20 minutes for people to come to the ring.
It's like a look at the American Nightmare bus, which I heard caught on fire.
Oh, one of the cool. Yeah, I heard that too. One of the cool things that they. Oh, wait a minute. What is that, AJ? What do you think about the new WWE signature at the beginning? I like it.
Yeah, we were talking last night about a lot of the production stuff.
I was mentioning real quick. There's Bailey. They were giving out Prime last night. WrestleMania Prime. I got an empty bottle in my car. That actually helped me with my 4-hour drive home to stay awake. So that was nice.
James loves the new intro too. Gotta admit. AJ, what about this? Look who John's favorite wrestler is. Adrian Street.
So John, I don't know if they told you or not. I was actually trained by Adrian Street when I wrestled. That was my mentor, and that was the person who helped get me into the business.
Legit tough guy too, right? Despite the feminine.
Oh God, all of about 5'6", but he was built like a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
He legitimately one of the baddest human beings I've ever known.
Yeah. That's funny. And his wife was tough too, I heard, Miss Linda.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you got to remember, Adrian Street grew up, he's Welsh, and he grew up in coal mines. You don't grow up in coal mines without being a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's not a job we're having too much around now, I see. A lot of coal miners. Yeah.
Miss Linda, though, she was rugged as can be. Yeah, she would lay into you. We would when we would practice during training, she would show you how to throw a right hand. And let me tell you something, she didn't hold back.
Yeah. As we see this intro here with Roman and Cody, I'll ask, this is a question I want to ask you guys here. When's the last time? I can't think of the last time, maybe Rock and Cena, right? Like we've had this built up storyline on a main event level. Like Rock and Cena, Savage and Hogan, and now Roman and Cody, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I got to talk about one that I'm disappointed in the build. I don't think they've done a good enough job building Bayley as coming back around and for the dream. They've done a good job of damage control versus being the bad guys versus the good guys, but they haven't done enough of this is Bayley's dream, redemption. I think they've kind of dropped the ball a little bit with Bayley.
Do you think Bayley wins tonight?
I do think she's going to win, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if Iyo Sky actually holds on to it.
I've been thinking that, like, if Jade's going to go after the title and they want to keep Iyo as the heel, even though that's quite a look, right? The giant baby face.
you can't have Jade do that. You can have Bianca win it and then have Jade versus Bianca. But right now Jade is not ready. I saw her in that 6-man, and I know people are happy, but they protected the shit out of her in that 6-man match.
Well, I mean, that's good. They should, right?
No, they should. I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah.
It's just it gives people false hope. There's a big difference between wrestling for 1 minute in a 6-man match and wrestling against Iyo Sky for 12 minutes.
We know that she's been working behind the scenes, though, at NXT. A lot of great Shawn Michaels, Regal.
Oh, I'm not knocking her. She already looks better than she did in TNT and AEW.
Yeah. So, let's make a prediction here on this first match. Yeah, that's what John was saying too. She looked better, but still has a way to go.
Yeah, and I'm not knocking her. People forget how new she is to wrestling. She's not as new as Maxine Dupree, but she's still very new.
James sees Jade taking it from Rhea. What do you think about that as a potential matchup?
It definitely could happen. I would love to see the power versus power. Rhea is so over right now. That stadium last night was on fire for Rhea Ripley.
You see Rhea breaking up from Judgment Day after this weekend, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with everything. Well, especially with everything that's happened with Dom. Dom went out on his own to go try to make a statement for Judgment Day, and he dropped the ball. JD McDonough dropped the ball.
And Finn and Damian both lost the titles too
Yeah.
last night. So,
but that being said, Damian does still have the Money in the Bank. Do we see that tonight?
entrance was sick. Yeah, it was.
Dude, you should have seen the band last night. I sent a video out, and I'm sure we'll get it out there. I sent a video last night of the entrance. It was phenomenal. The band was into it. The crowd was into it.
What match was the crowd the craziest for?
At the end, Sami Zayn. But during the match, the tag match, people love Ron Killings R-Truth.
Bodacious.
He's been reading my blog.
Jade and Rhea better be a while away if they want to protect her. Yeah,
she's not ready for Rhea.
Yeah.
Keith Lee's singing.
That was not Keith Lee. So let's make a prediction in his first match. Why don't we do this match by match? Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins.
I think Drew's going to win.
I think they set the table for Drew. Seth is hurt, and this is
somehow CM Punk is actually going to do the opposite of what they want him to do here, and I think CM Punk is going to cost Seth here.
Hey, unrelated. What do you think about this? I don't know if you got to heard about this because it happened on Collision last night. I know you didn't. I didn't watch that either, but it was on social media, so I don't know if you picked it up.
I read Collision, so.
But this is different. They announced on Collision the Young Bucks apparently are going to show surveillance footage from the All-In backstage incident. Yeah.
Wow.
And apparently people have gone away and said this is not a troll job. This is not something they're doing just as heels. They're going to actually have footage. And behind the scenes talk is that Tony was upset with that Punk interview and he wants to get the stuff out of there. Wow. We'll have to wait to see what it looks like. Personally, my gut instinct though is I thought very Jerry Springer-like, very unnecessary. Sounds like a ratings ploy. I'll watch it, but what are we accomplishing? This guy's not on your TV anymore.
So the reason why I watch AEW is because of the level of wrestling currently. This is completely the opposite kind of garbage that I do not want to see.
Right. It's very Vince Russo like to me.
Randy Osga asked the same thing that I did. He wants to know, do we get a cash in?
Yeah. What do you think? I'll tell you. Do you think we're gonna cash in tonight?
I think we're gonna get an attempted cash in, and I think he's gonna fail.
Okay. Yeah. Totally unedited footage. Yeah, we still see, man.
What I want to know is, Randy Osga, did you get yourself a case of Game Up?
So yeah, we're both picking Drew here.
Dude, I'll tell you what, one of the funniest reactions from last night was how fast Grayson Waller went up that ladder. People are like, how have we never seen anybody move up a ladder that fast? I got you with a mouthful. That's all right. I got you. People are just very impressed. Here comes Stephanie.
Stephanie McMahon.
Okay, me and Stephanie are the same age, and this is not fair.
Yeah, she's looking a little better than you are, my friend.
Yeah, hey, we're the same age too, buddy.
Failed cash in. Does that break up Judgment Day?
I think it is. I think Judgment Day is breaking up tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That's a good call, James.
I think Carlito, I predicted last night, was going to interfere. That did not happen, but I still think Carlito is going to eventually turn on.
You want to talk about biggest babyface pop when Jason Kelsey took off that mask and his shirt. I had two lesbians sitting right next to me, and even one of them got excited when he pulled off his shirt.
That's funny. I bet you. Yeah, James had predicted that last night. It was Kelsey. How were the seats last night, AJ?
My seats were fantastic. I was right by the stage.
So
let's listen to Stephanie real quick, see what she's going to talk about.
I'll let you. Yeah, you go ahead if you want. I'll Good, it's a little warmer out.
I have the closed caption on, so I can actually see what she's saying. She's talking about being 8 years old.
That would have been with Andre, probably, around that photo.
But you got to remember, she was almost 8 years old when the first WrestleMania happened.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what she's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. How cool did she look with the ECW hat at the Hall of Fame?
Oh, that's interesting, John. Because when that's right, Finn did give Damien a new Judgment Day case, and he's sticking for the contract. That could be interesting.
I'll tell you what, John might be as smart as Stephen Hawkins.
Hey, we got CM Punk in the comments here, brother. All right, dude. Double duty. We appreciate that. Nah, just
thank you for the love, CM Punk.
Nah, this is good. We love Punk here. Damien is going to cash in today.
Second City Saints.
Yeah. I was actually talking to this guy today. We were talking about favorite Punk moments, and the one we were talking about, obviously, is that cash in Chicago at the Money in the Bank years ago. That's always my favorite, when he basically wins the title and then blows the kiss to Vince.
Hey, don't we in the archives have a really good interview with one of the Second City Saints?
We do have an interview with Ace Steel somewhere. Yeah, audio.
Check that out. Go back and check it out. He has a lot of cool things to say.
Straight from Punk.
Dude, she got like a snake wrapped around her wrist.
Is it true Jacob Fatu signed with WWE? We're talking about that, Randy. Those are just the rumors. We don't know, but if it is, we wonder if we'll see him.
Okay, I think this might be Drew's entrance. Unless they brought back the old Scottish tag team.
That's funny. Oh, the Highlanders.
Rory something or another, and his partner.
Yeah.
We
were talking about that last night because you can have like Brian Cage and stuff like that out now working with Drew McIntyre. No one cares, but back in the day, that guy Rory or Robbie, one of them got fired.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea to have Brian Cage working out with him with the wellness policy, considering Brian Cage is very open about a certain substance he takes to help him.
Yeah, James, we feel the same way. We love Seth here too, but we're predicting Drew. I like them both. Let me get that straight. And I know AJ feels the same.
Oh yeah, absolutely love them both. Drew, first of all, Drew is doing phenomenal right now. I saw him yesterday, and I put up a little thing that I sent over to Dave. I saw him at the World, and he was doing the sit-down interview, and he's just as charismatic in person as he is when he works.
Yeah, I think that's one thing his heel run is showing right now. He's good on the mic. He's good at ad-libbing.
I like him better as a heel. Kind of like Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns better as a heel.
Oh, man. Well, I would expect nothing less from CM Punk, but both Seth and Drew suck. I am not surprised that would happen. I don't think it's a good idea giving dudes full-on swords. John Hawkins, I felt that way since the Berserker had one of those swords and tried to stab the Undertaker. Have we not learned?
Yeah. Dave was actually telling me earlier that he only refers to him now as DM Hunk.
Yeah. Yeah, James, I do think he deserves a title win with the crowd. This guy definitely works his ass off.
Oh, the way he reinvented himself. We talk about Cody reinventing himself, but Drew took this journey first, and he did a hell of a job in reinventing himself.
No doubt. I'm definitely looking forward to this match here. I think that I'm very interested to see what's going on with Seth. I feel like he's going to be selling the back a lot here. Like there's definitely going to be
the back knee. He was really selling the knee big time last night. I'm interested. I want to see the temp there because if it's like 60 degrees, I'm going to be pissed.
Heyman had to have worked with Reigns on his promo skills. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I mean, Roman's had so much of a better promo game since coming back with Paul.
He taught him how to heel. The best thing about Roman now with his promos, in my opinion, is the facial features. He sells everything with his face now, especially when he's being a smartass.
It's fun to watch Paul Heyman with just in there with Roman and just seeing how Paul reacts facial wise. I know Jim Cornette talked about this, how you see Paul just making the faces or he's nervous or that's my choice.
Actually, when I talk about a good pop last night, Pat McAfee got a good pop from the crowd last night. The crowd really likes Pat.
Well, Pat's a great, he's entertaining and he's somebody that's really probably bringing another audience to pro wrestling right now.
Also, hey, I want to give it up to the WWE. It's easy to fall into stereotypes, and it's easy to, get stuck doing the same thing over and over again. I'm proud of them for breaking the non-Spanish announce table last night. They managed to break the regular table. They went away from the stereotype.
So I didn't get to see this, but I heard. So he says, "Love Roman as the press at the end of the pay-per-view." I heard Roman actually kicked out a reporter at the at the press conference. Somebody apparently, he said, acknowledged me and said, somebody went boo. And he said, "Think it's funny? Get him out of here. Get him out of here." He's like, "I'll leave." I thought that was hilarious.
So I got to tell you, I'm a little sad that what the hell am I looking at? That must be where Seth's from, Iowa.
Did anything happen after shows like AJ?
It was just Cody sitting in the ring, and then eventually Seth joined them. They acknowledged the crowd, and then they left.
So why is
Papa Shango?
Philadelphia? Why Seth is from Iowa? Why does this remind me of like Mardi Gras here?
Yeah, I think this is actually where the Oompa Loompas are from.
Interesting entrance. Yeah, you tell me, bud.
In fairness, they're all dressed a little bit like Seth, so there you go.
Yeah, of course.
I love that Seth is dressed by Asuka.
I don't think this was an exact quote, but Joe could probably tell me. But I think it was, "This guy's a talented wrestler. I don't know why he dresses like an asshole." Might not been the exact quote, but
that was the sentiment of a lot of people in my area last night.
Yeah, a lot of people, but he's over as hell right now. There's no.
Oh yeah, they love him.
He owns his character, and he's got that song that everybody loves to sing with, and he's great. But yeah, I get it. Like for me, it was like, I don't know. I don't think.
You know what this reminds me of? Oh my God! Years ago, the guy who, the wrestler who would come out with the party train behind him and freaking
No Way Jose.
Yeah, was that? Yes.
Yeah, they had like Braun Strowman was a member at one point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like that Michael Hayes is up front there.
I think.
But Seth was over in the main event last night. People were going crazy for Seth.
Oh,
Adam Rose. That's who I meant.
Yeah.
That's what threw me off. I knew it wasn't No Way Jose. It was Adam Rose.
John thought the same thing. It was the conga line too.
Yeah.
Adam Rose, you're right. Adam Rose had
with the rosebuds.
Yeah, the rosebuds. Yes.
James, thank you for
coming. It is great.
Yeah, because he's jealous he can't be a part of this like he was at WrestleMania 1. There are rumors that this is the way him and Muhammad Ali dressed all night long.
Muhammad Ali, huh?
Actually, all those guys are gone now. Billy Martin, Liberace, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Pat Patterson.
Patterson.
Luca, Piper.
Yeah.
Orndorff. The only one left in the main event.
Hogan's back. And Booker T.
Hogan and
Mr. T. Mr. T's still alive.
That's right. I'm saying like Pete Bob was at ringside too. So Bob Orton.
Yeah, Bob's still doing good. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, Hogan is still around.
It's just. I was down at his beach shop last year. He's got a really cool beach shop in Clearwater, Florida.
Well, now that we've got everybody out of there.
Yeah. I tell you what, I don't want to see a fight between the Highlanders and whatever the hell those people were. Swords versus saxophone.
Damien to cash in. That would be interesting if Damien did try to cash in.
I think this is the match he's going to try to.
Hey, Chevy Rooney popping in. What's up, Chevy? Watching a little wrestling here. We're already in the first match, about to start.
I know Chevy's been looking forward to WrestleMania. It's like his mecca.
Now that the Seth heads have left, let's fight.
Nice. I like it. By the way, I think a lot of people believe she's the best ring announcer that they've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. She had a lot of fans there last night.
Oh, absolutely. They went nuts for everything she did. But what people really love about Samantha is her passion for the sport. The way she really gets into everybody's.
Someone had brought up that her voice almost cracked. She seemed really emotional announcing Sammy's win.
Yeah. People did not like his wife being at ringside. They feel like he's played that card before. So they were like, really? We need this?
Yeah, the Chelsea Green. I can't do it, but yeah.
Oh, that's phenomenal. Oh, did you hear the story about Chelsea Green at the hotel?
Thought she was going to pass out announcing The Rock. Hold on. AJ, did you go to NXT and you just stand over? Oh, so he did not. I already know that.
I went to World.
So, all right, the Chelsea Green story. Go ahead. I didn't hear this.
So, Chelsea Green story. So, it was right after Brooklyn. She's like, it was awesome. I got to be there. I get to wrestle in Brooklyn. It's one of the highlights of my career. I go back to my hotel. She actually got kicked out of her hotel because of the way that she was dressed. They thought she was an escort, and they kicked her out. This is on her Instagram that she actually told this story. So it's not like it's just some story from random out there. They literally kicked her out of her hotel because they thought she was an escort.
Wow.
So she put the hotel on blast and let them know she would not be using, with as much as she travels, she won't be using their hotel anymore.
Chelsea Green tried to steal Drew's Slammy. Oh, I didn't see that. That's hilarious. I forgot there was Slammy Awards yesterday too. Or maybe it was today, but we had Slammys this weekend. That's kind of reminiscent of Owen, right? Owen stole the Slammy from
Yeah. There was also a lot of respect for everybody who's wrestling again today. People were very excited. Nice to see Paige there. People very excited and felt good about the guys that were working both nights.
Yeah.
I mean, Seth worked his butt off last night. Look at the bumps he's taken already again tonight.
Yeah.
For anybody who's never taken a bump before, let me tell you, that's not a good one to start with.
Drew just took someone's phone. What's that? That's pretty good.
I took a photo with him. That's nice. Oh, he's coming over to say hi to CM Punk.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, CM?
Yeah. I hear you're going to have some publicity on the other channel Wednesday. Punk
Drew's making me nervous because he's being a little too dominant right now.
Punk has referenced that he's definitely a lot farther schedule on his injury.
No, he has. He's been working hard. The problem is that the age that he's at and that we're at, healing from injury is not as easy as it once was.
Yeah, that was a great moment. Mark Briscoe winning the world.
Great moment for him, and great moment for Billy Starks. I don't know how familiar everybody is with Billy Starks, but she's been wrestling since she was 13 years old. So she's already been wrestling for 6 years. She's wrestled in Japan. She's worked all around the world. She took Japanese for 3 years so she could learn how to communicate in Japan.
Get Drew out of there. Briscoe winning the championship was a high point of the weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now the Briscoes and the Funks have both sets of brothers have won the world championship. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the other Briscoes.
The other Briscoes.
Yeah, Jerry could never pull it off. Sorry, Jerry.
All right, so
Dude, let me tell you something. I saw Drew up close. I know they joked around about him wearing lifts and the shoe polish and stuff. Still a big dude.
Who's that? Drew?
Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I don't care if he's wearing lifts or not. That's a big dude.
Yeah, he does not look small. I wonder. I have to look it up. I wonder how tall he is.
Yeah, they're not taking it easy here.
Jerry,
I think his build height is 6'5". Yeah, Jerry could come out of retirement at any time.
He could still beat up some of the roster, I bet.
He is the only one out of all of those guys who ever held the hardcore title.
Yeah. What else did you do in Philly, buddy? Check out anything or?
I spent 4 hours at the World. Then I interviewed people outside the stadium before the show, talked to them about where they were coming from. I was lucky enough to have a guy who came from Great Britain who was a huge Steve Austin fan. I had another 2 guys who were very excited about being there in their hometown to be able to watch WrestleMania. A lot of first timers I had there who were also very excited to be able to get to their first WrestleMania. It was fantastic. I would have liked to have done interviews at the end, but everybody was too drunk, so I just let it go.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to turn into those kind of interviews.
I don't care how strong he is or what he's wearing. He's still not the best in the world. Drew can wear what he wants. I ain't telling him he can't. And
no, the best in the world is Will Ospreay.
How was WWE World?
It was good. Long lines, very hard to get to things. But as someone who's a fan of the history, they had all kinds of world championships there, all kinds of memorabilia. They had a Hall of Fame set up where I got to see stuff that Harley Race has worn. I got to see stuff. It was awesome.
That was a near fall. This is awesome that we have to see this match many times, but this one is still great and means more. Thanks, Triple H. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think they've had great matches with each other.
But the fact of the matter is they've done such a great job in telling the story that it doesn't feel like they've wrestled 50 times.
No.
They've kept it fresh throughout the whole thing. And that's the difference between the Triple H era and the Vince McMahon era. In the Vince McMahon era, you would feel like things were just convoluted and you were getting tired of it.
He was way up there in that stomp. Yes, he was.
Considering Seth worked last night, he's got that bad back, bad knee. Mm-hmm. He looks phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly, James. I'm very interested in just to see how this continues to progress because he keeps selling that knee and that back, and so I got to think something's going to give out on him here.
Did I tell you they were giving out that Prime free last night?
Free?
They were giving out that Prime free, and they were giving out C4 free because they're sponsored by both of them.
Oh, well,
the Prime, there it is.
Future Shock.
Yeah, that ain't the end.
How long did it take to leave the stadium last night, AJ?
It only took me a little bit over an hour to get out of the parking lot, so that's fantastic. Yeah, it's always nice when you take a 5-hour trip home and a little bit over an hour of it is getting out of the parking lot. You can imagine how kind the Philly fans are when it comes to getting out of a parking lot. They're very gracious in letting people go first.
C4 has always needed a primer.
Absolutely. let me tell you something. With that 4-hour drive home, I needed something to keep the blood pumping. So,
yeah, that was a nasty Future Shock. Time
to go to sleep.
Oh,
so you're gonna give him a little GTS action? By the way, nice suit on CM Punk.
Yeah, he does look sharp. My man looks sharp.
Dude, I got to believe AJ Lee's responsible for that dressing decision.
I saw that interview he did with Hawani, and they actually asked him about AJ Lee coming back, and he said, I don't think so. He said, I wouldn't mind, selfishly. I'd love for her to come back.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, at this point in her life, she's happy retired.
That was a good line from Punk.
Yes, that was. Tell you what, they're having a banger to start this off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, right?
They're 2 of the best. Yeah. I'll tell you what, for his size, people can say whatever they want. Drew can go. And he is the master of social media. Has your thought on who's going to win this changed?
I'm still leaning towards Drew, but the more he goes over with, I mean, that's the thing. Me and Joe were talking about this last night. All these matches, you really could go either way on them.
Yeah. And the thing is, the more he messes with CM Punk, the more likely I think it is that he's going to win. Because I think somehow CM Punk's going to end up costing Seth. Oh, by the way, Jey Uso was also incredibly over last night.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
People were very happy about that.
looking
This
for
is
the
not going to
power bomb
happen.
through the table.
Or oh, nope. Raining down elbows.
They picking on a Spanish table.
Oof.
Always do, man. Many
Well,
years.
this time they're actually back on the regular table again. Is this going to be 2 nights in a row where they spare the Spanish announce table? Uh-oh.
Maybe one of
not.
them. They knew. John knew. Oh, no. He's going to try for that curb stomp.
On the table.
Ooh.
The only problem is tables are not fun to land on when you got a bad knee.
Switch sides.
Yeah, Little Wayne was very random.
But you know what?
People in Philly were happy to see him, though.
I like the celebrities performing the wrestlers on the way out. It's kind of like more of a boxing field, right? And we're not giving them like this solo performance. It's not like Vince where they overtook WrestleMania sometimes and it was all celebrity. It's like, okay, they're just playing the guy's entrance music. It's just
the problem is with Vince, he felt like they needed the celebrities to get bigger.
Right.
Triple H is playing it that the celebrities are there to back them up.
Right. It's putting a spotlight on what we already
had. It's a totally different approach. There it is, Claymore.
We
got a new champion with no interference.
Wow.
CM Punk didn't even cost him. That was just a clean win.
Wow, new champ.
I got to tell you, I didn't see the clean win coming.
Oh, God, I thought you see Kiss at WCW. You see Kiss at WCW. I do love that CM Punk with living color was awesome. Yeah, it was.
I'll tell you what, good for Drew.
Yeah, this isn't.
Well, it's also good for Seth. Seth needs to rest that freaking body.
Priest is going to cash in. We'll see, man.
I don't think this is a good time considering Drew doesn't even look hurt for Priest to cash in.
Yeah, I think Priest will cash in. I don't know. It could be tonight, but also, oh man, it would be very like Drew McIntyre though, right? Because this is the guy that always has his moments ripped away from him. Yeah. Now here he is. He's a heel still, but he's going to get this moment ripped away from him.
I think Priest's best chance at cashing in is actually on Bailey.
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, but Rollins is doing the babyface thing, saying, "Hey, you deserve this."
Right. No doubt. But we haven't signed away from this yet.
So. Yeah, they're actually staying with this a long time. So
getting the replay. We'll see if.
Well, he can even go up to the top of the stage to celebrate, get attacked from behind by all of Judgment Day. Yeah. Get brought back to the ring. Here it comes. Good for him. DM Hunk, look at that. Good for him.
I think Damien misses cute. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it could be tomorrow. It could, Damien could still cash it on Monday. And they could also.
Oh, wait a minute. Are those actually like friends of his? I saw him with the camera before. That's his wife. Is that his wife?
Yeah. That's his
wife. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that when he was doing the photo earlier?
I wasn't paying attention. I missed that earlier. So.
Oh, that's who he was taking the photo with.
Yeah, his wife's a brunette, so I'm 90% sure. I don't think he's kissing any other girl in the mouth.
Who's he staring at?
I don't know. Oh, Punk. Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure that's his wife.
Yeah. I hope so, or his wife's going to be pissed.
It's the skinny dude's wife. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Skinny dude's like, well, it's Drew McIntyre. Good for you.
He ain't going to do nothing about it. Oh, wow.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute here. Interesting.
Oh, this is just weird.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be something as soon as Punk gets healthy, obviously.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Skinny guy's like, just glad he didn't kiss me.
Because he wouldn't have been able to stop that either.
No.
This is good for Drew, though. He's worked really hard to get here.
It is interesting. We're still staying with this, by the way.
Yeah, I'd like to see them get away from this because the
you
longer
wonder-
this goes on, the better chance you have of a cash in.
Right. Yeah.
What if CM Punk comes up, hits him with the freaking
Cast.
yeah? There you go.
Oh, oh wow.
He's taking off the brace.
He's taking off the brace.
I told you, the longer they do this.
I was thinking the same thing. Oh, he's putting it on the other arm. Oh.
Now you might see Damian Priest.
Here we go.
And how much bad blood would this cause between the two of them? Damian Priest cashes in.
Punk's cashing in.
Blows a kiss to, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, shit. Oh, look at the smile on Punk.
Oh, he's smiling. Hit him with the case. That's exactly what's going to happen here.
Is anybody else in Judgment Day out with him?
No.
He's out by himself, too.
Yeah. How much bad blood is this going to set up for Punk versus Priest? I mean, Punk versus Drew. There it is, south of heaven. Priest is your world champion.
Oh, wow.
That might have just saved Judgment Day also.
Unbelievable. I mean, we saw it happen, but it's still crazy to see it. CM Punk, my man, you were right.
Yeah.
James
Look
Harden.
how happy CM Punk is.
Yeah, it's incredible. Freaking Drew, that's his life, man. That's his story. He's that guy that gets it ripped away from him every time now.
Now, eventually, this could make Drew a huge baby face.
Oh,
eventually, after his heel run, people are going to want to cheer for him from getting screwed over so many times.
I'll say, here's the rest of Judgment Day now.
There they are. Now they got the women's champion and the world champion. I think that makes up for the tag belts.
You said it, my man. You did. You called it. And yeah, the more this thing went on, we were like, why is he still talking to Punk?
Oh my God. So we were right though. CM Punk did end up costing somebody the world championship.
Yeah.
Yes. Make sure there's a contract in that case, otherwise it doesn't count.
We shall see, but I think this is definitely. Yeah.
Look how much fun CM Punk's having. Dude, when's the last time you saw CM Punk having this much fun on a wrestling show?
I don't know. I'll have to see Wednesday. See if he's having fun then. I don't know. Oh, man.
This is fantastic. Now the Judgment Day really does run Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yeah. You know? Well, who Awesome Troops, the tag champs, too. I mean, God, you could never know. Maybe they could have those tag titles back still at some point.
The great thing about WrestleMania, and I love the fact they split up the tag titles, by the way, and a lot of people were excited about that last night. I think they need tag titles on each brand to be able to be defended. People loved last night DIY coming out as DX. They love the fact that the New Day came out actually as Rocky and Apollo.
Yeah.
People love that. But here's the part that people were sad about. After the Hall of Fame and after listening to Big E, a lot of people that were around me miss Big E. They kept saying over and over again, we didn't realize how much we missed him until we saw him.
So I'm going to take it. First off, I want to say Judgment Day doesn't need a tag titles. I do agree, CM Punk. I do agree.
No, they don't.
This is a lot. They're going to be in good shape.
Yeah.
I have a different take on that.
First of all, Judgment Day does have the tag titles. R-Truth won them last night.
All right, hold on there. I want to get back to your Big E thing. I have a different take on that because I don't feel this way often. But I was watching Big E induct Thunderbolt Patterson the other night, and I don't want to see this guy get hurt again. He's had a great career. He's such a nice guy. Just go do something else. He's such a smart guy.
I don't want Big E to wrestle. The reason why is because he never had surgery.
Right.
You realize he did nothing to repair it. All he's done is actually rest and try to actually live with what he's got. I don't want to see Big E back. I just wanted to echo the sentiment. People want to see him doing something in the WWE.
Right.
Even if it's just as a personality on the announce table, on special events like he's doing. Hell, he could come out and manage the New Day. But his personality just shines through.
Where are we at on the show right now? Anything happening here?
They just came back to the arena. It was the 6-man.
Okay. Because I took a minute to get a picture here. I don't know. I think Monday they'll pull it from Priest due to contract within the Judgment Day. Big E should be a manager New Day. Just let the man talk. He is good.
Wait a minute, dude. Oh, no contract in the briefcase.
That's John's sticking with that.
Yeah.
Greg Kross going to his main match. Big E coming back would be cool, but I agree if he's saying he shouldn't wrestle again. Yeah, he's such a good dude. There's not many people I watch, I listen to, I go, man, that guy's such a happy-go-lucky. I would just genuinely feel awful if something happened to him and he couldn't walk or, given the neck injury and his size.
First of all, your boy Snoop Dogg is on the screen.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to send Joe something.
Did you fall behind again?
No, I'm trying to send Joe something. I was taking care of wrestling business over here.
Snoop Dogg's out here representing.
Yeah, I see him coming out now. I'm back with you guys. Don't worry.
He got that WrestleMania Philly belt. By the way, if there's somebody else I'd like to see stay retired and never wrestle again, it's Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
My God, I never want to see that again.
He had a great elbow in AEW, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Let Bobby Lashley cook. Yeah, man. I got no problem with that. Bobby Lashley's a stud.
Oh, I love Bobby Lashley. He's amazing. Everybody, actually, I like everybody in this match except for AOP. AOP to me is a little sloppy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, didn't Snoop Dogg end Shane's career? Oh, look who's here.
It was Fire versus The Miz.
Dude, is he the special referee? Hell yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley's a special referee.
Bubba Ray Dudley, wow. Now that's a shocker.
Dude, I don't care what title he's ever won. The best thing he ever did was Velvet Sky. Connecticut's own Velvet Sky from the Waterbury area.
I thought you were going to say from the Working Fans podcast. We are not associated with Velvet Sky as much as we may want to be.
However, if she wants to be on the show at any time, we're here.
Absolutely.
After all, we are beautiful people. I like the fact that Bubba's still in ring shape. It was nice to see him and Devon sitting together. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony Storm's coming. Everything just went black and white.
Sweet Bubba Ray. We were talking about this yesterday on the watch along because Trick Williams' uncle was out there. And his name is Sweet Baby James Ray.
Oh, nice.
His ring shape was always round. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Add some ECW to this match. Absolutely, man.
Is Killer Kross trying to look more and more like Magnum TA?
There's a nice throwback name.
Yeah, you got to blow dry the hair out a little bit though to get that nice fluff to it.
I mean, you got Paul Ellering with these guys. Actually, are they? Is Paul down right?
He's right there. He's the bald guy in the back.
Oh yeah, there.
You can see where you wouldn't see him behind those guys. By the way, that's someone you want to see some old footage. Go check out Paul Ellering when he used to wrestle. He was jacked to the gills.
Off-brand Judgment Day. Maybe Thunder Rosa will win the championship. Maybe.
That's possible. I'm gonna go with Snickers.
So yeah,
oh, gin and juice.
Here. I'm gonna go with Lashley and the Profits here. You?
I think they need it more.
Yeah.
These guys have gotten the better of them at every turn.
Yeah.
I love Lashley. Love the Street Profits.
Chevy's company gin and juice. Right.
Yeah. So any store that is getting alcohol in Connecticut from Brescombe, check out the gin and juice.
And this is a good point. Yeah, Paul Ellering has not aged today.
No, he has not.
Oh, son of a bitch, huh?
His daughter's actually aging faster. But Paul Ellering was actually
WrestleMania.
Paul Ellering was actually a power lifter before he came to pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Tremendous shape.
So if you look to the left there, that's where I was sitting, over by the stage on that side.
Who they got here? Oh, Bobby.
Come on. How do you not recognize Bobby Lashley?
Who's this? Got them Philadelphia Eagles colors on. Let's get this match on with. I got to tell you. Hopefully this will be pretty good.
I think the highlight of this match is the fact that B-Fab is not wrestling.
He just got to carry me here a little bit.
That's all right. I got you. Yeah. The crowd's very much behind him. You can see them pumped up for him. Bobby Lashley, always fantastic. That's a guy who's, quite frankly, a heavyweight championship contender at any time. He's legit. Next to him and Brock Lesnar are two of the most legit badasses ever to be in the WWE. I think we can agree on that.
Now, here's something for you, right?
And yes, they do look like Power Rangers.
If Cody wins tonight, then he's automatically the champion on SmackDown, I guess, now?
Yes.
Right, okay. Because he was a Raw guy. And
remember, there is a draft coming up.
Right. So. I've actually got that cauliflower ear.
Yeah, I'm shocked that a guy who wrestled during all through his life, and including through the Army, has a cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
The man's traps are so big you can barely see his ears.
MMA competitor, wrestled in the military.
Yeah. I don't know where those cauliflower ears would have came from. Why is B-Fab even up on the ring apron?
She's ready to throw down with Paul Ellering. That might be a mistake.
There you go. They're off and running. I enjoy a good street fight. I know I enjoy pure wrestling also, but there's just something about a fun street fight where people just beat the snot out of each other. Here we go. They got tables already. The funny thing is how much trouble some wrestlers have with setting up tables.
Karrion TA about to get beat down. That was the Magnum reference. Hey, what's your favorite street fight?
Oof.
I can't, it's funny. It's not like I find them all that memorable. But I will tell you a street fight that pops in my head. WCW, Cactus Jack, and Max Payne versus the Nasty Boys.
That was a good one. That's the one where Abdul the Butcher showed up.
Did Abby show up in that one?
Isn't that the one where they went out by the
No. That's the Van Hammer one.
Oh God, yeah, you're right. Jesus. Yeah. That was atrocious.
That's the one where they were battling by like the horse stalls and stuff.
Yeah, the Max Payne one was also very good. I also enjoyed anything he had with 13. Vader.
Yes, that was with that was a 6-man as well. That was the Road Warriors. I think it was a 6-man. I think it was the Road Warriors and Ahmed Johnson versus the Nation of Domination. James, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Freebirds, Bad Streets fights were brutal. Well, yeah, absolutely.
First of all, if it's not LOD 2000, it's just not my cup of tea. Secondly, what about the Hollywood backlot brawl between Goldust and Rowdy Piper?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Where Rowdy legitimately broke his hand punching him, trying to get blood from Dustin.
Yeah.
And then he really hit him with a car.
He really hit him with a car. Yeah.
Dustin tells a great story about that. I saw an interview with him, and he's like, yeah, Rowdy's like, hey, how do you feel about getting color? He's like, yeah, that's no problem whatsoever. And there's certain spots where you can hit somebody where it bleeds easier. And Rowdy was hitting him in the hardest part of his head, trying to draw blood.
Oh, yeah. With a double power bomb.
There you go. Bomb. It's over. That should be a disqualification. Oh, wait a minute. It's a street fight.
No disqualification, right? Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's a trash can.
Oh. The ladies are getting involved now.
Yeah, B-Fab is not good.
No blood unless it was legit.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. They said unless it's not legit, they weren't going to let him cut.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't going to be legit, no blood.
Right.
Oh, look at Bobby stopping. It's an interesting match. The problem is you got to get out of the ring at some point. Otherwise, it's going to be a cluster in the middle of the ring.
Right. There's that belly-to-belly throw.
This is one where you got to really spread it out.
This match is getting pretty violent. I like it.
Oh, my God. That was horrifying.
I must be a couple seconds behind since I rewound. Montez, I just saw that.
Yeah. That guy's jumping ability is absolutely insane. The fact that he bulked up, put on about 20 pounds of muscle, and can still actually fly the same is insane.
Yeah, he hasn't lost anything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this guy could definitely be a good.
Well, I've seen ones where he comes running across the ring and just completely jumps over the turnbuckles. And I mean, the guy's 6'1", maybe 240 pounds, 235. I mean, that's not something with gravity that you should be able to actually do.
Oh.
That looks like something Bobby would pay for on a Saturday night.
She made the save. She's not concerned. What? Oh.
Oh, God.
B-Fab with that jumping.
Oh, wait a minute. Paul Ellering grabbing Bobby.
That's a mistake. Bobby's not going to hesitate. Oh. Russian leg sweep. Both go through the table.
Luckily, Karrion got there before Bobby could pull Paul into the ring.
There's that Saito suplex.
I love that Saito suplex.
Yeah.
I think we all miss Mr. Saito.
I think me, you, and John are the only ones who are going to know about Mr. Saito in this. Wow, DDT through that chair.
Well, remember, Mr. Saito was the one who was there with Ken Patera when they got arrested for trying to break into the McDonald's. It was Saito, and they took a big rock and threw it through the freaking window.
So, we get to John here first. Has Snoop never seen wrestling? One of the great things about doing a watch-along, I don't have to hear him. So I'm not upset about that.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, I'm gonna get to this comment too.
Look at Bubba putting on his glasses. Karrion got in his face, and Bubba put on his glasses. And
oh, he ate the spear though.
oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what they're thinking.
Oh no.
Look at Bubba telling him to stretch it out.
Oh no.
Oh
God.
This might not
Oh,
be.
they even did the Devon dance afterwards. The only problem is this seems to be hitting a little early. And now,
all right. So hear me out. I have a prediction for the Cody Roman match. I believe the Beast Incarnate will return. Interesting. Brock returning tonight. That could be something. Maybe help Cody.
I actually have predicted who's going to win. I'm not saying it out loud, but I actually have a T-shirt underneath this one of who I think is going to win the match. And we'll see at the end if I'm right.
Do you want to predict any special cameos for that match?
Austin.
All right.
Maybe Jacob Fatu, but that I like your theory on that, where he could come in after when they realign the bloodline.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh.
Did the table break before? Yeah.
That's
so what happens when you pre-break those tables.
You got a new Cody shirt.
I like that. I like that Scarlett is still out on the table. By the way, I've seen matches where Scarlett actually can wrestle.
Oh yeah.
I think we forget sometimes that she can actually work. I would like to forget how B-Fab works.
Poor Kross. That table broke, so now he's got to get another beating.
Yeah. Well, that and he's got to sell the whole time.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's hydrated. Hopefully he had some game up before the match.
Scarlett's dead.
Hopefully
not.
Oh, right. There it is. He had to wait all of that to get finished.
Yeah.
To do the finish, he had to wait through all of that.
That's incredible. That poor guy. This was not his night.
Yeah, they really know how to treat Killer.
Sometimes, they're going to tell you who's going to go over and how we got big things for you. This is not that night for him. This was not.
No. Nice to see Bubba Ray, though.
I think Montez is Superman. Yeah, he can fly. He's got some ups.
So I have some problems with this match, though.
Yeah.
In a street fight like this, I would have liked to have seen them go somewhere other than a ring. I also have a problem with the fact that Karrion Kross also, by the way, right now is already up and carrying Scarlett to the back. So he was that hurt that he couldn't get up off and get to another table, get away before they... But he healed quick enough where he could literally roll out of the ring, pick up Scarlett, and walk to the back.
A little more street. Yeah, I did notice what you were talking about with Kross. I was wondering if you were going there because I just saw that too. I was like, he could have sold a little more.
I just know sometimes WWE and those guys can be a little iffy on if you don't sell on the way back.
Yeah.
Look at that height. I think he gets higher than RVD did.
At least when it comes to jumping off the ropes.
Yeah.
I don't know about out of the ring.
I mean, I still love, nobody gets higher than him out of the ring. Well, there's Snoop Dogg. Of course, we love the way RVD sold it because he sold it that it hurt him also.
Yeah, so great moment for these guys.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is great.
I always think about people like Dawkins and Ford and even especially someone like B-Fab. Like this is not a moment, They're gonna
I like
get
the fact, I don't know if you noticed that or not, Bubba Ray Dudley was actually telling Snoop where to go to actually at the end of the match. Wasn't a scissor me timbers.
Oh man.
By the way, a lot of people that I talked to yesterday also like and appreciate Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I know obviously he's a heel, but people have a great deal of respect for the work that he's put in, and they have a great deal of respect for how much he loves wrestling.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a small little break here while I adjust something here. So
That's all right. I can keep chatting while you.
well, I'll give you a little chance too. I'll chat for you. Let you take a break if you want.
Yeah, no worries.
Why don't we do this though for a minute? Why don't we go here?
Read about the Northern Wrestling Federation in the book presented by Russellville.com, The Pro Wrestling Vault, Volume 2. Hear the story of Roger Ruffin, the man who trained Carl Anderson, the Monster Abyss, Jordan Clearwater, Chris Harris, and Jillian Hall.
Plus 45 other short stories, including Jazz, Bobby Eaton, Kamala, Thunder Rosa, Mario Mancini, Scott Casey, PJ Black, Karrion Morton, Sal Renaro, Jeremiah Plunkett, Colby Carino, Bam Bam Malone, and many others.
Get your book today at Russellville.com. Russellville. It's where wrestling lives.
All right, guys, we are back. I see Paul Heyman is getting interviewed back here at the Hall of Famer. Let's see what we got here. I wanted to hate him, but dude can go. Yeah. Logan Paul is really good. I don't know why people hate him. I mean, here's the thing. I like Logan. I respect his ability in the ring. I think he does have a natural heel about him, I think it's just being, young social media influencer. I just think wrestling fans are not going to flock to that guy. But God, it's hard not to get one over by him, right? Like, I mean, he works his ass off in the ring. You can clearly see he's athletic, and he puts a lot of time in, not just in the physical aspect, but his character. He's always trying to do things to get people to hate him. I know he said on his podcast that he actually wasn't comfortable with that at first, which is kind of funny because it seems like he's really embraced it now. So, yeah, nothing but respect for Logan Paul. I'm definitely, he's a guy I definitely think we're going to see even bigger things from in the future. Just talking a little about Logan Paul. And
Logan Paul will be a world champion.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Spoiler. So I will tell you this, AJ. I don't know about any of the guys in the comments, but one thing I was thinking about this weekend that I would like to do, and you've mentioned this in the past, but we've never done. I'd like to go to the Hall of Fame ceremony at some point.
I would love to go to the Hall of Fame ceremony. One of the coolest things they had at World was they had a display of all the Hall of Fame people, memorabilia from them. But I would love to go to the introduction. I was a little disappointed in this year's Hall of Fame, just because I would have liked to have heard a little bit more from Barry Windham. But Mike Rotundo, that guy won't shut up.
That's where.
Do you think there's any chance we see Taylor Rotunda tonight as some form of Uncle Howdy?
I'll lean towards Monday if that's going to happen again.
Monday.
Yeah,
I think something's coming, but
I think we're going to go back to having maybe those old Monday Night Raws after Mania. I think Triple H is looking to do something like that we haven't seen in a while. We're going to get a lot of people coming up and seeing different people.
My concern when it comes to that is the backlash. I think that eventually you might get people that are going, oh, he's just trying to ride off his brother's coattails. He's trying to, at first I see it going over, but you know how fickle fans can be.
We'll see. Okay, prediction here. LA Knight, AJ Styles. I got LA Knight.
I have LA Knight too.
Yeah. And anybody wondering, that's not. I like LA Knight, but it's not because I think he's a better wrestler than AJ Styles.
No, because he's not a better wrestler than AJ Styles.
Nah, I just think it's LA Knight's time right now. Yeah, if Taylor Rotunda can pull it off, I think he'll be okay. That's the thing. That's a big ask. I hope he can. I'd love to see.
I have always liked him. I liked him as Bo Dallas before they watered him down. When he was Bo Dallas in NXT, he was much better than what we saw at WWE level when Vince got his hands on him.
Yeah, LA Knight wouldn't give me a yeah. Whose game is it?
A game up. That's whose game it is. Game up.
That's the interesting thing.
AJ's gonna break. AJ's got to break up with the Good Brothers and with Mia Yim. Mia Yim keeps making comments that we just want our AJ Styles back.
LA Knight, I say, you know what? I'll say LA Knight, Logan Paul.
Definitely could happen.
Yeah.
But now you have Damian Priest with the belt. So depending upon it, when the draft happens and how it happens, you could have LA Knight challenging for the world title.
Oh,
that's a possibility.
Bo Invitational Persona. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, leave.
Yeah, for some reason, Vince didn't know what to do with Bo and didn't know what to do with Michael McGillicuddy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. You know, I think that's the advantage, though, a guy like Taylor Wyndham's going to have is Triple H is such a fan. We talked about this off air, but the fact that Triple H is such a fan of Barry Windham and that family,
yeah.
I think, and the fact that Triple H respects the history of pro wrestling, that's something that a guy like Taylor is going to have going for him.
That whole family was pretty good on the mic. Even the sister Micah, who's never done any wrestling, actually didn't seem to have any problem talking to the crowd whatsoever.
No, interesting. Especially in the documentary, she talks about what a shy kid she was and stuff like that, and how Bray really supported her and helped her. It's like, man, she seems like she's coming along fine.
Yeah, that's I do wish they'd find a way to involve Kendall Windham. How is he not in the Hall of Fame?
He has some issue getting arrested and stuff.
Hey, whoa! That was when Barry was the Widowmaker, for Christ's sakes. That man served his time for counterfeiting.
We were talking before about Monday Night Raw, and maybe Taylor could show up there with Uncle Howdy gimmick.
Sure.
With that. One thing I found interesting this weekend was Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin kept the NXT tag team title. So I'm wondering, we could see people doing double duty. Braun's already on SmackDown, so maybe it's possible that we'll get
one of the things that I was actually thinking is that if the Bloodline does lose tonight, was that they could bring up Braun Breaker because Paul's already talked to Braun and said, "Hey, you're my guy. You're also a Paul Heyman guy." So that's even though he's not part of that bloodline, that's somebody he could add to it.
I didn't like with EY either. Well, you know what? I mean, I don't think you are. I think he's definitely got people that aren't fans of LA Knight. But yeah, I just
personally, in my opinion, he was best when he was managing the male models. But
get out of here! Nobody thinks that ever.
Eli Drake. I just hope that Monster is doing well somewhere.
Yeah, Monsoon. Yeah. LA Knight. I just think it's just he's got the gift of gab. He can talk.
He does.
He knows his character, and I think that's why
of course
he is.
Of course he knows his character. We watched it in the late 90s. It was called Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
He borrows a little bit from Stone Cold. He borrows a little bit from The Rock.
I'm not giving him a hard time about it. Everybody in wrestling has always borrowed something from somebody.
I mean, I was listening to an interview a while back with Cody Rhodes where he talks about this borrowing stuff that people wouldn't even pick up on it. And one of the things he talked about was when you go out, when he gets charged in the corner sometimes, he does like this little sunset flip he got from Booker T. It's just
Yeah.
a little sunset flip out of the corner where he goes over a guy, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, I never would have thought about that.
But there's all kinds of stuff like that. Look at Thunderbolt Patterson and how many people talked about borrowing from him. Look at how many people borrowed from superstar Billy Graham. If superstar Billy Graham didn't exist, Dusty Rhodes and Hulk Hogan wouldn't have had most of their personas.
Billy Graham, borrowing from Dusty.
Ric Flair got his strut from Jackie Fargo. We all borrowed from somebody.
Billy Graham borrowed from Ali. Ali in the Hall of Fame.
Borrowed from Gorgeous George. Yeah.
So.
And no, not the Gorgeous George that was with the Macho Man.
No, definitely not.
I still love AJ Styles. I don't care what anyone says.
I don't think there's anyone that really hates on AJ Styles.
Yeah, to me, AJ Styles is one of the greatest of all time. If that guy's not a first bout Hall of Famer, well, then screw you guys in your Hall of Fame.
He's had the TNA World Title, IWGP World Title. He's a WWE World Champion now. Like he's
any place he's ever been, he's held the World Championship.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I have to check that out. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We can't hear that because we're doing this watch along, so we don't actually have that. That's interesting. You grew up a town over from AJ. That's pretty cool.
So you're from Georgia. I remember when AJ first came up in the old WCW. He's always had that something about him that was impressive. But he evolved. He went from just being a high flyer to being able to actually add different parts to his game.
Oh, John, you're from Connecticut now. Awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm sure Joe's told you we are as well.
Although we've tried to send Dave to Georgia many times.
Yeah, you talk about AJ Styles and developing his game, but I mean, he was in TNA at a point where you had like guys like Flair, Hogan coming in, Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle. You already had other top young talent like Samoa Joe and Christopher Daniels, who were top young talent at the time, although seasoned as well. But like there was just so much talent in that TNA promotion at the time.
I also am very close to there also.
Oh, you knew? Look at that.
AJ Styles, we forget how influential he was and how important he was to the beginning of TNA when it was still an NWA property. He really was. Him and R-Truth. Ron Killings was absolutely phenomenal with his promos that he cut when he was
back in the original $10 pay-per-view a week days they were doing there. AJ and Lex Luger had a match at one point, so he fought
absolutely
a lot of different people. The house that AJ Styles built, no doubt. He definitely built TNA.
And TNA screwed up because he said multiple times he would have stayed with TNA forever if he felt like they were loyal to him. And he felt that at the end of it, they were not loyal to him, didn't take care of him and his family. So it was time to go in a different direction.
Yeah. And he did. And he's never looked back.
Well, the funny thing is a lot of people weren't sure if he would excel because of his size with Vince running the WWE. And he definitely had to pay his dues, but he excelled.
He did well, even with Vince in WWE.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's his passion.
I just think the problem he has now is that there's so many talented people on this roster that haven't had a chance yet. That's where it could be difficult.
Yeah.
Man, I can't even imagine if he didn't leave TNA. Like, what a bummer. Like, for him, because nothing against TNA, but AJ just had to grow.
Yeah, he did. He was too big for the pond.
I think bringing in Hogan and his boys was beginning of their slip. I can see that.
Yeah, they lost track of the homegrown talent at that point. Although, who didn't love the aces and eights?
Yeah, again, all these different people, these talented people that were in there, or these big names, AJ got to work with at some point.
I think one person who made a big mistake was James Storm. James Storm had a chance to come to the WWE and really grow similar to AJ did, and he dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, he made that NXT appearance. They actually put him over, and then he never got another opportunity.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Bobby Roode came over and then had injury problems afterwards because he was glorious.
But, even Bobby Roode, he's getting to work as a producer now. So it's working.
Oh, yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah.
He's actually been cleared to wrestle, but he's doing such a good job as a producer that they're actually just keeping him as a producer.
And those injuries and stuff, too, he's talked about. He said that he would not want to just do a match. It'd have to mean something to him. James Storm was awesome. Yeah, James Storm was a great character. I loved the stuff he was doing in the ring as Beer Money and then as a singles, too.
So, fun story about James Storm real quick. I used to work for a company called Sinopolis. And when I worked for Sinopolis, they one of the ladies that worked there when I went down to Orlando, she was friends with, because she had worked in Orlando studios where TNA ran and Impact ran their shows. She had become friends with James Storm and a lot of the wrestlers. And she said that her favorite human being on the planet was James Storm, that James Storm was the nicest person that you can imagine.
That's pretty cool.
And she made it very clear that was not because she was hooking up with him, that he was very loyal to his wife and his daughter.
Beer Money was a great team. I would agree.
Yeah.
Randy, I'll have to get back to you, man. We weren't able to hear it. We were too busy talking, and we have our TVs turned down a little bit. So hope you liked it. Yeah, Beer Money's a team I think that could have transferred really well. Imagine like them now in WWE.
Oh, absolutely. They'd be over like crazy.
Yeah, James and I are on the same page here. Yeah, I think Beer Money could have been something in WWE. It would have been. They just had that size, the look, and they could go in the ring.
Absolutely. Phenomenal. From what I've heard, Bobby Roode has worked a little bit with Kiana James in NXT and has helped her with that persona that she has, being the executive, having the money, and that he's helped her cultivate that a little bit so that it's a stronger character.
Bobby Roode was awesome, Randy. All right, see.
Tell you what, these guys are quietly having a good match.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm thinking oh yeah, LA Knight trying to that German off the top.
The thing is, for his size and his muscularity, LA Knight's a hell of an athlete too. I would like to see him cut back a little bit on that jump to the top because he doesn't always hit it correctly. There's too much room for error. But look at this bump AJ's taking.
Yeah. AJ's making this $1 million.
How many wrestlers has AJ worked with that he's made them look like $1 million?
Oh, for sure. I don't remember these two ever wrestling in TNA too.
Nah.
Maybe they did. I just don't remember it. There was a period where I wasn't watching TNA for a bit, so.
I mean, he might have run into a separate guy, some guy named Eli Drake.
Yeah, I'm aware. Oh. Looking for that.
I popped somebody last night because while Sammy was winning the title last night, I turned to him and said, I love Sami Zayn, but I really wished El Generico could have won something. Wonder what that guy's up to.
Yeah, missing in action. Some people think he passed away.
I heard he's hanging out with A-Kid. Those Lucha Legends, though.
No,
he did come in after he left.
After he left, yeah, okay.
Randy, don't go toe-to-toe with me, man. I love Impact. I will come through this screen, Randy. Next thing you know, it's like the Ring. I'm sitting next to you in your living room.
Don't buy it, Randy. He's not coming through the TV. I've seen him do some stuff. He's not doing that. Not trying to hate fade here, but come on.
The lights start flickering. You get a cold feeling in your soul.
I heard that prediction tonight too. Somebody actually predicted that even the Undertaker might show up in the main event.
I've heard that. I've heard Austin. I've heard.
Yeah. Somebody said it'd be cool. They didn't predict this, but they said it'd be cool if they could get Dustin Rhodes. But considering I saw Dustin Rhodes,
there is no way with the way things are going right now between AEW and WWE that Dustin Rhodes is going to be there.
Yeah, I would
unless he comes in as one of the conquistadors.
Honest to God, this ain't gonna happen. And I love Samoa Joe, and it's not Dustin's time. But nothing would make me happier if Dustin got a pass to help his brother win the WWE World Championship, and then in 2 weeks beat Samoa Joe in an upset for the AEW Championship. Even if he only held it for like a week, I would be so happy for that guy. That ain't happening.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, is that on this week's Dynamite? Oh, okay. Huh? That's
this week coming up.
Yeah, imagine that. Whoa, no Matt getting backdrop on it. Oof.
Yeah, those are the things they use to protect the football field.
Wow, that's a tough one.
AJ looking for the count out. I love this guy.
Get that count out.
He's like, I'll take the
once in a while.
I'll take the 10 count.
Yeah, I often thought that like we don't do enough of that, like in wrestling once in a while, just to have like these silly finishes just to show it can't happen, you know.
Oh, dude, there are things that can happen.
Oh, it's an eliminator match too, so it's not even a title shot. All right.
Well, the funny thing, dude, how good is Roderick Strong been with the eliminator matches?
I'm calling it here. Forget about Roddy Strong. Dustin Rhodes showing up tonight, helping Cody. Gonna go beat Samoa Joe's ass on Wednesday night. Then he's going to the pay-per-view and shock the world and win a 3-way dance.
The only thing is he has to come dressed as Gold Dust tonight.
Yeah. Oh man, I'd take it.
Absolutely. They're gonna have a slop drop match. Hog pen match.
I'd like to see. I think Conrad Thompson was talking about an idea he had when he was doing Ric Flair's last match. He wanted to have Dustin wrestle for the NWA World Championship and actually win that, but he couldn't get people to agree on that. How cool?
Okay. First of all, allegedly Ric Flair's last match.
Right.
I won't believe it's Ric Flair's last match until Ric Flair's dead.
Yeah, we are glad he's not dressing like 7 anymore.
Oh, absolutely. Randy, I saw that favorite stadium one. My favorite stadium is I would love to see Wembley Stadium.
Oh, as far as stadiums to go to?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I would love to go to London and see wrestling at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The thing is, I've been to a lot of the ones here on the East Coast, and I've seen a lot of good wrestling between sports and wrestling and different things. But the idea of seeing the action in Wembley, especially as passionate as the British fans are.
Was last night your second WrestleMania?
No, third.
What ones did you go to?
MetLife. MetLife.
Oh, you went to MetLife.
Yeah.
Boston, 14.
Boston and Philly.
Okay, and I went to Hartford for 11 and Boston at 14. So you've now
LA Knight just pulled off the upset.
The upset? Yeah. Everybody talking about whose game is it?
I think it's game up.
Wonderful win for LA Knight. That could be a great segue.
It's the first time I've ever seen Philly cheer for LA.
Yeah, big win for LA Knight. Great match. Wonderful win for LA
I had
Knight.
a feeling he might go over when he was representing Slim Jim. I didn't think bringing Slim Jim back into the fold that they were going to have the guy representing him lose tonight. Dude, did you ever like Slim Jims?
Not really.
And not my thing either, unless they want to.
I could do them, but
unless if they want to sponsor us, I'm willing to snap into one.
Yeah, I want to sponsor us for sure. I eat all your Slim Jims.
Dude, that's a great line. John Hawkins got a great line there.
It's Paul the Vex game. He's just playing. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, he definitely seems to be running the game these days.
The crowd went absolutely nuts for him at the beginning of the show last night.
Olympics?
What was that on the air? Did he come out at the beginning of? I haven't watched night one.
Oh yeah, yesterday. Yeah,
he did come out. Okay, because the crowd went nuts for him.
Yeah, Triple H was there. All right, AJ, I'm gonna let you talk for a little bit. I'm gonna take a quick break. Go use the bathroom. So,
guys, let's chat. What questions do you have? You want to hear about last night? You want to hear? You want to talk old school wrestling? Whatever you want to talk about, bring it up. I'll talk about anything you want to. Yeah, people absolutely loved Triple H last night. They went crazy for him. I think the unfortunate thing is we can never see Triple H ever wrestle again because of the heart condition. I think that one more match for him would be absolutely phenomenal, but it's a shame. Worst match last night, in my opinion, probably the 6-man women. I hate to say it. I have always been a fan of women's wrestling. I love where they've gone, but I really didn't like it. The main event started off slow. Rock was a little off his game in the beginning, but I think that altogether they pulled that together. But those are definitely the two slowest matches of the night. How did you guys feel about it? She made all of his costumes. They actually had, for Adrian Street, they actually had what's called Bizarre Bazaar, where not only did they make gear for all of his gear, but you could actually in the 90s go into their catalog, and they made gear for most of the wrestlers in the Southeast. And like I was working in Yankee Pro Wrestling, and for Yankee Pro Wrestling, they did a lot of the gear for the guys in our company too. No, Rock wasn't as rusty as I thought he was going to be either. I thought he paced himself well. I think the problem is a lot of people forget the style that The Rock wrestles. And compared to what they do now, it's a slower style. You also got to remember, he trained in Memphis, was where he first started training. And Memphis style of wrestling is a little bit slower.
I will just say, CM Punk, you got one prediction right already. If you get the second one with Brock, I'm going to really give you. You're invited here anytime.
Keep in mind, Triple H answered the Brock question last night. He did. He said that Brock is always welcome. He's not gone from the WWE, and that he's just at home being Brock.
Okay. It's like Randy Orton style. So I see we're talking a little bit about Adrian Street while I was gone here.
Yeah, we talked about the gear. She actually made my first gear. Yeah. My first gear that I ever had looked very similar to Shawn Michaels gear, and then she also made a feathered robe for me that looked very similar to a Ric Flair robe.
Yeah. So we're seeing obviously you're all watching this too. We're seeing the footage of the Hall of Fame.
I love the Hall of Fame. I would love to get to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I was very interested when they showed footage from some of these people that they had wrestling for them in Hawaii. They had top NWA and WF talent.
Oh, you didn't realize how many people went to Hawaii to wrestle for them?
Like they showed up for these big events. That's incredible. Like
apparently you never watched Young Rock.
No, I did not. I've watched it a little bit. It wasn't my thing. AJ, what's your favorite WrestleMania? I mean, for me, it's Boston.
It's Boston. We were there. We were there live and in Technicolor. Yeah. We got to see Stone Cold Steve Austin win his championship against Shawn Michaels. Mike Tyson was there. It was just an all-around fun show.
So, Randy, you're probably on the $4.99 Peacock. Good for you. But I think I just got the $9.99 one. I think that's why you're seeing.
I'm on the $9.99 also.
Yeah, you're seeing and then we're getting basically this Hall of Fame thing.
I love the fact that Paul Heyman was very clear about the fact that he's not done.
No. I like that he said they can't cancel him because he'll just come back bigger and better than ever. You know they can't.
His interactions with his kids was fantastic. I love to see that.
By the way, you should see how many people, because when I took a quick break here and stretched, I just figured I'd scroll to social media to see if there's anything, we didn't hear about. And the only thing I kept seeing was a lot of people had already. Heath Slater put up pictures of Drew McIntyre winning the championship. Like, I told you we were going to win, buddy. I'm like, yeah. Chevy Rudy, thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for checking us out. Appreciate you, man.
Chevy, we love you, brother.
Paul Heyman's speech was phenomenal. You bet your ass it was, Randy. This guy is one of the greatest talkers of all time. And AJ, I'm gonna say it, he might have surpassed Bobby Heenan as the greatest manager at this point. It's close.
I think he's past Bobby.
Yeah. Here we are. Barry and Mike. They got the pictures.
Oh, nice. By the way, for the record, Barry Windham, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. To see him now going into the Hall of Fame again, absolutely thrilled. I cannot tell you how good Barry Windham was.
Barry Windham is a two-time Hall of Famer now because he went
two-time Hall of Famer, Horseman also.
Yeah,
but Barry, if you don't know how good Barry Windham was, go back and check him out. If you're younger, you will not see a guy his size who could move better, wrestle better.
How good does Bull Nakano look still, by the way?
Oh, she looks like she could still go.
Yeah.
I think she's 56, I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say The Rock's mom looks good because I'm not. I don't want no problems with The Rock.
Mama Rock.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali.
So, I don't know if I ever told. Did I ever tell you my Detroit airport story?
I know about it. You can talk about it.
So I was about 14 years old, and I was going down to visit my mom, and I'm flying back from there, and my layovers in Detroit. So I ran into Muhammad Ali. At that point, Parkinson's was pretty strong, and so he couldn't sign autographs anymore. But he would keep a stack of autographs with him, and he would hand them out to people. And he was just nice as can be. Just absolutely wonderful moment, and still larger than life personality.
That's cool.
To get to randomly run into Muhammad Ali, though.
I like that Wyndham and Rotundo have the actual old USA Express jackets, it looks like, still.
Absolutely. I'm surprised Paul Heyman didn't sell them.
This isn't meant to be. I was surprised that Thunderbolt Patterson was still alive and happy.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was too. He's 82 years old and hanging on by a string. Yeah. But yeah.
Do you still have his autograph, AJ, as far as Muhammad Ali goes?
No.
Yeah. AJ
I was 14. That's 33 years ago.
He's not going to say things now. So
yeah, I can barely tell you where stuff that I got that's pretty cool now. So
now we're looking at this is trip to Philadelphia.
It's all really cool stuff.
Did you guys know Owen Hart can't be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
So, but is that because Martha doesn't want him in, or is that because of the lawsuit, or how's that?
Yeah, so Martha owns the rights to Owen Hart's image, so they cannot actually use him for any.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's hey, she has that right. That was she lost her husband. Yeah, so. I remember Thunderbolt in his prime. He was amazing. John, yeah, you told me about this, man. That's crazy. You got to see Thunderbolt in his prime because that's a guy that, AJ.
I remember him from NWA, and I remember him from WCW, but I remember him around 85, 86. So I wouldn't say he was still in his prime, but he could still talk.
Yeah, I remember him coming out like once in a while and cutting promos for people. I think I saw him at the Hall of Fame for WCW Hall of Fame.
What you saw for his Hall of Fame speech was not much different than his actual promos. Same kind of cadence, same kind of delivery. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here with Bray?
This is the documentary.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were just selling the documentary, if they're going to do something afterwards with.
Which is, I think we talked about this last night. If anyone did, this was an amazing documentary. If you haven't seen it, very emotional. I think me and James were talking about this last night. I cried.
I wanted a Bray Wyatt T-shirt while I was there, but the largest size they had was a large. I wouldn't have been able to fit that over my bicep, much less my back.
Well, he's hanging and banging, baby. Him and Dusty feuding for the title was legendary. That's pretty cool. You get to see him.
Absolutely. The two of them going back and forth on the microphone was incredible.
Here we see the Fireflies with the lights out. Very cool.
Dude, people love Bray. We forget that we lost a wrestler. There's 4 kids that lost a dad.
Yeah, incredibly sad. What match are we about to get here?
Dude, the Weekend looks like... Is that what the Weekend looks like?
No, it's just for the album.
It's like, he looks like crap.
No, they just did that up. Oh, this is supposed to be a triple threat. Yeah. All right, and we are both picking Logan Paul.
Yes. Is Randy one of the best of all time?
Randy Oscar? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Randy Oscar, obviously.
Did you get any merch yesterday?
Oh, absolutely.
Randy Orton is one of the best of all times. What he can do in the ring, and all the championships, and I mean, he's
one of the best pure. He reminds me of Barry Windham. He makes it look so easy, you forget that it's how tough it is.
Yeah. Bray was a genius creatively. The doc really showed that. Yeah, I think the problem with Randy, I think I had a little bit was that, unfortunately, when I started watching him, at one point, him and John Cena were carrying the company, and it felt like their feud went on forever, and there just wasn't enough good people around, so they got stale.
Well, that was one of the things that we talked about with Drew McIntyre and with Seth earlier tonight, how it didn't get old, how even though they had the fights, they felt fresh every time. Unfortunately, with John Cena and the way they booked him and Randy, it did not feel fresh every time.
So we are about to see the three most dangerous letters in the entire sports entertainment. P.S. If Randy wins, he is a Grand Slam champ. So that's interesting.
By the way, if I wanted someone to win, Randy would be the guy that I want to win. I do love KO also.
Right.
But I don't know how much time we have left with Randy at any given moment. So now that he's having back issues.
I just feel like it's going to be one of those sneak a win type situations. John Hawkins, ECW. Those are 3 dangerous.
Well, I think eventually the problem is that Kevin and Randy are going to get into it. And that's when Logan Paul is going to sneak in there and get the win. I did like that T-shirt. I could not find that T-shirt anywhere where he had hand drawn.
Yeah. Randy Orton is great.
I still think KO is one of the most underrated performers in the WWE right now. How great would it be, though, if KO did win tonight and you had KO with the U.S. Championship and Sammy with Intercontinental?
I would like that. Gives me Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero vibes. I know we're not supposed to talk about Benoit, but there was a time when it was cool to see him and Guerrero win the title.
You can get away with it as long as you enunciate it as Benoit.
Matt Riddle going to charge the ring. I mean, I don't see Matt Riddle coming back right now, but that would be that'd be how I think. I mean, Randy is a fan and is a general friend of Matt Riddle and has nothing but nice things to say about him.
Oh, absolutely. Randy is not the same Randy that from 20 years ago.
Right.
Randy now gets along with everybody. Randy loves everybody. 20 years ago, Randy couldn't get along with anybody.
Yeah, I mean, look, Chris Benoit, him and Kurt Angle, Royal Rumble in Boston, one of the finest matches. That guy didn't have bad matches, but that match I remember man, that's still one of my favorite matches of all time.
Okay, first of all, him versus Angle, him versus Guerrero, him versus Jericho, him versus Malenko, him versus it's incredible.
Yeah. Him and Rob Van Dam backstage sparking one.
What in the dickens are they doing?
What do we got here?
I don't know. Is he riding in on a bottle of Prime?
Oh, he's got like a Prime monster truck type deal.
Yeah.
Well, it's a monster truck, but
That is a nice looking truck.
yeah. Already.
Told you he was on a bottle of Prime.
Did you see the video of Randy Orton and CM Punk watching their WrestleMania match back? I did not. I know there were parts of it I heard where Orton talked about the Punk before they knew he was going to come back. Like, you should come back. You know?
Oh my God, is that going to actually shoot? Oh.
It's just he's just firing it off. So we got a KSI bottle out here again. I mean a Prime bottle. I wonder if this is funny KSI.
That's funny.
Well, Randy did RKO KSI.
Yes.
So he could be looking for payback.
I actually heard there's a chance that that's Prince Nana.
Prince Nana Boo Boo. Maybe, but
Talk about guys that are over. Swerve Strickland.
yeah, I could see him winning that AEW World Championship at the Dynasty.
I think he's gonna.
Oh, Jake Paul. Yeah, that could be it. That's a good call.
Yeah. Is Jake going over Mike Tyson?
Mike's 60 years old. I can't imagine he shouldn't be fighting, honestly. But that's a weird fight because Mike is 60 years old and Mike gets severely hurt, but Mike also might knock him out. So it's a weird fight, you know.
At the end of the day, Mike still knows how to fight.
Yeah, it's this question, but I could see that going bad. I don't know how mobile Mike is.
I'll tell you what. If it was Mike in his prime, this would have gone real bad for Jake Paul.
Oh, yeah, it would have been awful. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Tyson still does have hands. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. He can catch him. He's got the power. He's got the hands. This ain't like the other fights that they've taken where the guys don't have punching power. Tyson can still land that. If he lands something, Jake's going to be in trouble.
It's so hard to tell who could be in that Prime bottle, too, because it does a good job of disguising your body type and everything.
It could be anybody. Whoever it is, they got really skinny legs.
So this is KO Mania 7, I believe?
Yes. You can see the 7 right there.
Yeah, that's
on his shirt.
Oh,
look who he's running into.
Just like last night, huh? It's like yeah.
Yeah, you notice KO's not out there crying with his wife, though.
Well, you know what, though? I just thought about it because we were talking about this last night here with James. James was talking about it last night. Last year, Punk and Kevin, won the title and ended the longest streak of the Usos. And Sammy ended the longest streak with Gunther. Well, isn't it something now a year later, if Kevin wins, they're both still win a title on each night. So that's interesting.
I know you couldn't hear it because you were doing the watch along last night. Guys, how was the pop last night on TV? Was it deafening? Because when Sammy won that belt in the stadium, it was deafening. People went absolutely nuts. I don't know if I've ever seen people that excited.
He's got like a ECW type.
Yeah, he's got an ECW golf cart. KO golf cart.
Yeah, that stadium.
It was nuts. It was crazy. I've never seen that many people jump to their feet that fast and that excited. If they ever put the World Championship on Sammy, People are going to go absolutely bananas, to quote a wise champion.
Look at this.
Was he coming back to get Randy? That's very nice of him. That's a nice guy right there.
We can wrestle afterwards in the match. Take a ride.
I had a feeling he was coming because I saw the grip bar there. I'm not going to lie. I hope that whatever happens in this match doesn't break them up, because I would like to see them as a tag team.
Oh, my God.
Especially the way that the stunner works with the RKO.
Yeah, James, I would love KO and Sammy having singles titles.
I would too, but
I think we both picked Logan here. I heard some people picking Randy Orton, and we talked about possibly Jake Paul being in there. But man, when I see Kevin with Sammy, I definitely want to see.
I would love to see a Guerrero Benoit where they both have the championships at the same time.
Yeah,
I know that wouldn't go. I know that wouldn't go very well with Cody's story, but they're in Cologne, Germany, partying it up. What the hell time is it in Germany right now?
Logan wins and loses to LA at SummerSlam. I can see that. That's actually what I was kind of originally thinking was we talked about earlier. I think LA Knight could be the one who takes it from him. And yeah, maybe SummerSlam would be the way to go. I've been saying this too. We'll talk about it later tonight, but I think Cody wins tonight. And even if he doesn't win, I think it's going to be Cody and Rock at SummerSlam.
It is 2:47 a.m. in Cologne, Germany right now.
Wow. They're partying it up.
Yeah. And Logan Paul took off. How funny would it be if the Prime bottle grabbed him and threw him in?
Well, if we didn't see Sami Zayn just now, that would have been definitely a good possibility.
I do like the WrestleMania tights for Logan Paul.
Again, I'm not going to say this is everybody, but thinking about what John was saying earlier, would have been funny if that Prime bottle was actually Matt Riddle and he threw him in there.
Yeah, I like CM Punk's prediction on Logan winning and then losing to LA Knight at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That's a good prediction. Tell you what, CM Punk's been on fire tonight.
On fire tonight. We'll see.
Cost Drew McIntyre making great predictions.
Yeah.
Oh, Spanish announce table. But they didn't break it. By the way, that bump hurts a lot more if the table doesn't break.
Mm.
Oh, he's going to try again.
He's going to try. Oh, they're one-upping each other here.
Nope, still didn't break it. Maybe the pop-up power bomb on it.
Prime bottle's wearing shoes. Interesting.
At least he's not wearing Prime Crocs. They are not going to break that table.
They're having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's having fun but Logan Paul.
Got to break that table. Both of them will break it together. Well, they brought him back in the ring, so that would have been definitely what I'd like to see.
Uh-oh. You know, Randy could be a little temperamental.
Yeah. Yeah, they reinforced that Spanish titanium or something. I know. You're in a damn Testament Pride match. They had tables just falling apart. He puts them on. Poor Kross gets murdered, and now
that was the first thing Triple H did when he took over was he reinforced the Spanish announce table, so it'll never happen again.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Eventually, this has got to go in a different direction.
Yeah, you would think. Right now, I'm thinking Logan Paul is going to still escape by his teeth like I've been.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, it would definitely be something if they just beat the shit.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, eventually they got to hook it up.
Prime Bottle can't be Riddle because he's wearing shoes. That's a good point. Yes.
Yeah.
Can't be Kevin Von Erich either.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can't. He can't let the doves fly. Oh, he went for that RKO. Watch out for the stunner now. Dude, how good is Randy with his facial expressions?
Both of them. Oh, it's like, oh God. I didn't.
There you go. Now it's a hockey fight.
They did this. They didn't let stupid little things like they accidentally bump into each other cause the fight. It was finally like, all right, let's just agree to do the fight.
I actually prefer it, but I'm still bothered by the fact that you ruined the fact that it can't be Kevin Von Erich for me. I always hold on to that dream.
Here we go. Yep. And this does leave some openings for Logan.
He's such a good athlete.
Oh, true. That's me. My bad. Oh man, we got a good group here tonight. I love it.
By the way, that's the second biggest pop last night. Believe it or not, behind Sami Zayn was R-Truth getting those tag titles.
I believe it.
They went absolutely gaga for him.
So it wasn't for A-Town Down Under?
No, nobody went crazy. The biggest reaction for that was they just, like I said, they couldn't believe how fast somebody ran up a ladder. Just because we're so used to wrestlers not understanding how ladders work.
Nobody here had picked A-Town Down Under to win the other half of tag titles.
Well, if you thought about it, most of the teams were actually from the same from Raw.
Right, I know. Yeah.
Somebody from SmackDown had to win the titles.
If they were going to split them up, yeah.
So it's either them or it had to be Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
The Truth is an underrated talent. I agree. I mean, we talked about this last night. Like, he's just a guy that keeps surviving. That Macho Man in the crowd was at last night in SmackDown. Yeah, that guy's been getting around.
So he's like the real Macho Man. Oh, yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Snap into it.
Logan Paul with the swanton.
Should I tell them about my idea, Dave?
Go ahead.
When it comes to the Macho Man. All right, so I've seen all these Macho Man vignettes where Macho Man's going around and he's running into people. I think I could personally do a tribute one myself. I'm thinking about just going around and impersonating Ole Anderson.
Yeah, no, we don't need anybody impersonating Ole Anderson. I
think I could pull it off.
No, thank you.
I got a little too much hair to still be iron.
Whatever that guy that used to be there, that Hogan guy used to be there. That's a good question. I haven't seen him.
He got in trouble for saying racist shit. Oh, no, wait a minute. That was actually Hogan.
Is Jake Paul in the prime ball? That's what CM Punk was saying, James. Yeah, I don't know. That good call. We'll see.
The legs look a little skinny.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell with that bottle and how he's.
Yeah, it definitely could be. It could be anybody. How about Jake Paul interferes and out comes Mike Tyson to stop him?
Dude, that would be wild.
Right now. There it is.
Oh, it was raging racist. You would have to yell swears. Yeah, that's what I was telling him. Like, it's not going to work.
It would be a hard gimmick to pull off.
Yeah, we get canceled for that. Oh, man. He will kill him here, too. Yeah, he's talking about Tyson and Jake Paul. I'd love that. Yeah, see what Tyson would do to Jake Paul.
Well, the thing is, Tyson could go off script at any time. Even when you think Tyson's on script, anything can happen. Unless he's in the back end high with Flair, then he might be relaxed.
Oh,
Speaking of Flair, were you surprised to see how close Charlotte and Paul are?
Charlotte Flair and Paul Heyman. Yeah, I didn't know that they were going to be, but he made it a point to mention how important she was. So, also very cool that Logan messed up that clothesline that time, and Orton like right there to catch that power slam. Make it look
I
good.
think Orton does a better power slam than Cody does. Cody does a similar power slam to his brother. Of course, I remember Mr. Wrestling 1 and 2. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The pride and joy of Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Was 2 was the one who did the knee lift, right?
Yes.
Really our knee lift. Yeah.
1 was actually big in the community in Georgia for years. He's the one who ended up showing up, I believe, with Magnum TA at one point, or either that or Dusty, where they were going over the sleeper hold. I don't know if you remember that. I think it was Dusty.
Dusty was instrumental in Paul Heyman's career. Yeah, we
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, Paul, of course, said, and I wish that, looked at Cody and said, I wish because Paul had said, I wish my father was here. And just looked at Cody and said, I wish your father was here too. Because he was, Paul talks about Dusty. He broke in like a production meeting to listen to Dusty, and Dusty let him stay.
Well, another person, because remember, he used to sneak into MSG. Another person who helped him out with a lot of advice early on before he passed away was the Grand Wizard.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, you were there? That's incredible.
Wow.
That was huge. I still love to go back. If you go onto YouTube, you can find a lot of old Georgia Championship Wrestling on there. People forget how big Tommy Rich was, how huge it was when Rowdy Piper turned face.
Oh, Logan Paul here. Looks like he's gonna get that fisherman. Ooh!
Oh God! I'll tell you what, that was one of the more physical ones that I've seen him deliver.
Yeah, he drove.
That turned into a freaking power slam. Yeah.
Beautiful moonsault by Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Owens, man, he's just a throwback. Like he doesn't.
I like
it, but
I like that they changed the camera angle so that they showed that they were right on top of the prime symbol, the bottle. One of my least favorites from that area was Mad Dog Sawyer, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer.
Yeah, no, I hear Tim Woods. Yeah.
Well, the fact is, Tim Woods had wrestled separately from Mr. Wrestling.
Yeah.
So he would. Where's Logan Paul?
Wow.
Oh, he kicked out. Tim Woods would wrestle in areas like Florida. He'd go up to Oregon, wrestle as Tim Woods, and then he ended up being unmasked as Mr. Wrestling 1.
How about that? I mean,
wasn't Tim Woods? Yeah, Tim Woods was also in that plane crash with Gary Hart.
Yes, I always remember that story because apparently, like their clothes had gotten knocked off them because of the impact of the plane. And Gary like kicked down some elderly couple's door because he had told them they should call the cops. They need help. And he says, I wasn't sure if they were going to get the message. So I kicked down the door. I'm like, they'll definitely call the cops now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Logan's got those brass knuckles.
Orton.
And remember, KO's been freaking.
He kicks out. Man, we're kicking out of the RKO, but I'm going to kick out of brass knuckles.
By a guy who's known for boxing.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, we're not. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised because Orton's kind of a traditionalist. I figured,
I'm not fully surprised though because I know how much respect Logan Paul has for wrestling, how much he has for Randy.
Right.
And by Randy, I mean Asuka. Wait a minute. I was gonna say, what if he gets the brass knuckles and he hits Randy? But that's not going that way.
So he knocked out Kevin Owens. He's going back to Randy.
Oh, wait a minute. Randy might get this.
Oh, because
RKO out of nowhere.
Right.
3 most dangerous letters in wrestling.
Oh man. Oh!
But look how much time there is in between there. He's not getting to him right away.
The referee's looking straight at the knuckles. Yeah. Well, it's all triple threat.
It's a triple threat. Anything goes.
Yeah. Well, okay, so everybody's down. We got that prime bottle in there now.
So the best person ever with any kind of foreign object to me, Jerry Lawler.
Because
Jerry Lawler would half the time have nothing.
Yeah.
But he could get the whole crowd to believe he had something in his hand.
Yeah. Randy's got the brass knucks now. Interesting.
Now you got to watch the prime bottle because he might try to pull Logan out of the ring. Oh, he gave him to the ref.
Yeah.
What the hell, Randy Orton, is this?
Also slap it. Oh, the punt.
The kick of doom. The punt of doom.
Oh, what's that prime bottle? He's right there.
He's going to pull him out.
Oh.
Now that I'm looking, the prime bottle's arms are a little bigger than the last time.
Oh, it's KSI.
Oh, it is KSI. Who's been RKO'd by Randy Orton already.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Could still get Jake Paul.
I was hoping for the gobbledygooker.
Oh.
Oh my God, KSI is going through the table. I hope this one's not made out of titanium like the Spanish announce table.
Oh.
You're not exactly being gentle with him.
No, he's not. You are going up. Please.
Yeah, a lot of times people are gentle with
Celebrities.
people that come in. Well, I don't know if I'd call him a celebrity. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
A social influencer. Ooh, Jesus.
Oh, did they reinforce both tables?
Yeah, nothing's going out today.
Look at Randy. Poor guy's got back problems to begin with, and you had titanium tables. Uh-oh.
There's Kevin Owens, though.
Kevin coming to his feet. And he's going for the splash first. He does have a great splash.
Power bomb.
Yeah, but Randy's there.
Oh, the stunner.
Oh, is he going to get it?
Oh,
No.
look out.
They exceeded their table budget in the street fight.
Yeah, I think so. Gosh. These guys, hey, they are really bringing us in here for this triple threat match. Like, I thought pretty confidently that Logan Paul was going to pull this off, but like now I'm biting on all these false finishes. Like, I feel.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty easy to say right now that the six-man match is going to be the not quite as good as the rest of the matches of the evening.
No, yeah, for sure. Because we're down to 2 after this, right?
Yeah, Bailey going for the world title, and then
Cody and Roman.
Rock and Roman. I mean, Cody and Roman. That one's going to go a while, though, because anything can happen in there. Oh, is he going to do the pop-up?
Whoa.
RKO?
RKO. Oh, here's Logan Paul.
Oh, there it is.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, there's Logan. Oh, wow. Okay.
And now the splash.
Yeah, he's got
How
it.
good is Logan Paul's splash? We talked about earlier. He's got a great one also.
So he did win like we thought, but they definitely made it compelling. Hats off to him.
For a celebrity who's only been doing this still a limited amount of matches, how good is Logan Paul?
Yeah, we talked about this while you were away for a minute there. Like, he just works his ass off on all aspects of the game. Like, 2-1 in predictions right now. Yeah, not bad. You're doing, hell of a night. I think this I do. I also want to say, Punk. I think you're right. I think it will be LA Knight that does take this title off of Logan Paul.
Yeah. I don't think we've gotten one wrong yet so far, have we?
Let's see. We picked the Pride.
Picked Drew.
We picked Drew.
The Pride.
LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one we picked
next one is the one we kind of been going back and forth. You're going with Bailey? I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bailey, just so one of us has to be wrong.
Sounds good, because I'm thinking that we're both. Well, you didn't tell me who you were going for in the last match, so.
Yeah, I did. I told you we both agreed that it was Logan Paul.
No, the main event.
Oh no, I can't tell you that one, but you'll know if I'm right or not because I'm going to show you the T-shirt after.
Yeah.
I love Bailey. I think Bailey's fantastic. And I'm sure lots of people know this. The little girl that was crying and all excited all the time over Bailey, Izzy Moreno, she's actually wrestling now. She's wrestling out of San Antonio, Texas.
She's been, I think she's been in Mission Pro Wrestling for Thunder Rosa school there.
Yeah, I saw a couple of her matches. She's actually doing really well. How great of a story would that be to someday see Bailey versus Izzy Moreno actually wrestle?
Yeah, that'd be if she was here. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We got a.
She is in Philadelphia, by the way.
What do we got a preview here for?
I saw her with. She was taking photos with Ronda Rousey at WrestleCon.
What are we looking at here? July 2024.
I'm gonna guess.
Those about to die. That was a movie.
I was gonna say I'm gonna guess something I'm not gonna watch.
It's like a wrestler after the main event. Yeah.
By the way, if you want to get me a birthday present, Dave, feel free to get me the St. Louis Cardinals one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be all right. All right. So, what do you got here? I think Rousey will return now that Vince is gone. Very possible. She made it very clear she's not a fan of Vince, but she's also not a fan of Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah. By the way, I saw Bruce Pritchard last night. Oh. I sent you the photo of Charles Robinson where he did the Flair strut. I called him out. I was like, greatest ref ever. I had an interaction with Nick Aldis when they came out of the ring. They came right by where I was.
Yeah.
And I actually asked him, I said, hey, are you ever going to wrestle? He's like, hey, I can't answer that. So I think there's a good chance that we're going to see Nick Aldis actually wrestle in the WWE at some point. I have a feeling that that's actually how he tore his pec, is he's still working down at NXT and still working out. And you know what I mean? It's not too often the guys that are just doing on-air personalities as GMs tear their pectoral muscle working out.
Yeah, why would he be injured? Yeah, no,
yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
All right, so you're picking Iyo and I'm picking Bailey.
I hope AJ Lee comes back. That would be great.
We all would love to see AJ come back. Punk said it's not likely.
Yeah,
she just seems. But he could be kayfabing us.
Yeah, Nick Aldis is a beast. Yeah, he is.
I think people forget that first AEW pay-per-view was Nick Aldis versus Cody for the NWA Championship.
It wasn't AEW at the time, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it wasn't. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. The precursor to AEW.
Yeah.
They wrestled for the NWA World Championship.
Right. Yeah, the all-in show. But yeah.
You talk about somebody who was TNA. He was in TNA when he was very young, and he became a hell of a wrestler. Bailey's so good. The only problem is I actually like her better as a heel.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm kind of back and forth with it. I'd like to see Bailey win. But
I told you early on, though, I've been disappointed in the build for this one. They did a good build with Damage Control versus Naomi, Jade, and why am I going stupid for a second? What's her name, Dave?
I'm sorry.
Who am I forgetting? Jade, Naomi.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, I couldn't remember her name for some reason. So they've done a great build for that, but they did not do a great build for Bayley and Iyo.
AJ returns. Who's changing their name? You can't have two AJs. CM Punk didn't all just beat Cody for a championship. Yes. So Cody won the NWA title from Nick Aldis at All In,
and then Aldis won it back.
And I think it was the 73rd or 72nd anniversary of NWA at the time, and Aldis won it in a 2 out of 3 fall match.
And then Aldis went from there to actually having matches with Marty Scurll. But now, of course, Marty Scurll, we'll never see him on the main stage again, unfortunately.
Yeah, AJ isn't coming back. Yeah, that's the word. I've heard that too, James. Punk said it in an interview that he seriously doubts it. He said he'd love to have her back, but doesn't think she will.
She seems to be happy in her life just being Mrs. CM Punk.
Yeah, but I think actually they're going on a 10-year wedding anniversary this year too, he said.
Which is fantastic. Great for them.
Yeah. I saw true story. I saw CM Punk.
So the amazing thing to tie him in is, if you remember, Punk was actually dating Mickie James right before he actually started hooking up and started seeing AJ Lee.
So here's the thing. I saw CM Punk at UFC 189, I believe it was, in Vegas on my honeymoon at a Conor McGregor fight. He was in the back, and we got to talk. And I told him I was on my honeymoon. He's like, "Oh, that's awesome. Me and AJ got married about a year ago." Of course, I got divorced a few years after that, but he's still married, so good for him.
He had the better wife anyways.
He did. No, we're not showing shade of ex-wife. We can all fight, but don't blame her after Big E tried to kill her. Oh, yeah, that's a funny story, too. Big E almost I don't know, maybe John knows the story better, but he almost totally annihilated AJ Lee on accident, and she kept busting his balls, I guess, through text messages. Yeah, I'm hurt pretty bad. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
I think she borrowed that from Seth Rollins.
Look at this. Interesting.
The good news is now I know where the boys have gone since being let go by Ring of Honor.
I just saw a thing where Triple H showed one of his entrances where he came out with the throne and he had everybody by him. And basically Bayley, Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, I think. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks. Yeah, they were all.
Yeah, they were all there.
Yeah. They were.
That was actually technically their first WrestleMania appearance, was actually out with Triple H.
Yeah, that was the thing. AJ would text Big E, "I can't even reach my water." Basically, just torturing poor Big E. But she said she loved Big E, so.
Which is weird because I saw that she said that Big E finally got what he deserved when he hurt himself.
Yeah.
All right, I might have made that one up.
You definitely made that one up. Now everybody loves Big E, it seems like.
Oh, absolutely. We love Big E.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, the New Day is not the same without Big E.
So we got to go back. Another new theme too. A new theme for Bayley. So. I'd say I'd be good news, but it didn't really help AJ Styles out in his match. So.
No.
Oh,
I do like the role model. Nice. Really, Michael Cole and Bayley have had problems through the years. Didn't know.
Bayley was one of my favorite acts, along with Sasha, during the pandemic.
Oh, absolutely.
I just thought Jade Hodges, ding dong, guess who's winning?
Well, not just that, but the matches that she had with Sasha, absolutely phenomenal when they were in NXT.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm hoping Sasha is ready to work and actually help bring up the AEW division, although they have been improving greatly.
Yeah.
Everybody has problems with Michael Cole. Hey, I can tell you this much, John. He's no Gordon Soley.
No Gordon Soul. Yeah, John. We were talking about favorite broadcast announcers all time. That was what John mentioned was Gordon.
How do you not love Gordon Soley? Every bartender in Georgia loved Gordon Soley.
Here's a pretty good entrance too.
Well, Iyo is phenomenal. This is another match where I'm not going to be upset with whoever wins. I think I would like to see Bayley do it because she deserves a little, hey, thank you for all you've done. But
right.
I also love Iyo. Iyo's phenomenal. WWE's big signing. They got Julia from Stardom.
Yeah. Apparently she was in NXT too.
Yeah.
At least for now.
I don't think it'll take her long if they want to move her up, but I don't know how much Stardom you've seen with her, but she's really, really good.
Of course, Damage's control is coming out with her. Yeah, so
but they don't seem to be coming down the ramp with her.
Yeah. I mean, even if they do, you could have, like you said,
the other three come out, yeah. But the problem is Bianca's been very clear about the fact that she has not forgiven Bayley.
But she's lightened up on that a little bit, I think.
Yeah. She's not as angry as Drew was at Jay.
Yeah, it wasn't a kick to him in the knee. It was like he took a strike to the patella. Yeah, that was Gordon.
Yeah. Well, Gordon's who Rowdy stood up for when he turned face in Georgia.
Yeah. And speaking of medical terms, that was something Gorilla Monsoon would do sometimes too. I'd always get a kick out of that because then he'd use like these famous medical, like these really scientific medical terms, and then Bobby Heenan would always say, "Hey, keep it simple for the humanoids."
Yes. The ham and eggers.
Ham and eggers.
Yeah, Samantha Irvin just brings it. Did you tell these guys that the reason why Joe's not with us tonight is because he ran out of voice?
I did not. Hold on, I'm muting for a second. I'm actually going to get a cough drop.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we did so much live broadcasting this weekend between Ring of Honor, between
we did Stand and Deliver,
first night of WrestleMania. Oy.
Pennsylvania.
Unfortunately, there's some stuff that Bobby did that I don't think you can still do today. Like the way he talked about Tito Santana and stuff like that.
Oh, Fuji. Yeah. When you got
on Fuji, yeah. I don't think that humor would fly anymore, unfortunately.
I had a voice since January. Oh, John, that sounds rough, man.
It does sound rough.
No, Joe has wing and pizzas to eat. Yeah, Joe didn't say he has wing and pizzas to eat tonight. Joe's excited that AJ was back. We got a night off from this.
I came in straight from Philadelphia for this action.
Yes, he did. All right, man. So, interesting. These two, I don't know. I just feel like it should be Bayley's moment. But
it should be. It should be Bayley's moment. But Iyo is so good. When it comes to just being able to work. That sounds brutal. That sounds something my wife would wish on me.
Yeah, well, good luck, John. Yeah. Sorry you got to go through that, man. But hang in there.
Dude, you don't see the foot stomp often.
Interesting, Iyo, despite the heel, taking the early control here like that. John, my wife loves it. Yeah. AJ, why did you get night 2? Yeah, tell him the story about that. Yeah, AJ's wife actually hooked him up.
Yeah, that's no, I'm very lucky there. My wife sent me down there, let me go to WrestleMania, so very blessed with that. And then yeah, it was only going to be one night. It was first of all, I'm an old tired man. I ain't trying to get back for 4:00 in the morning and then have to work on Monday morning.
Yeah.
And I like being here at home and being able to watch it and talk to you guys. And
yeah, he did get the night where The Rock actually came back to wrestle, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, I'm very excited about the fact that how many more times do we get to see The Rock wrestle?
Yeah, probably just a handful.
Yeah. So to get to be a part of that, to get to see Sami Zayn win, to get to see
2 matches left in him. That's my guess.
Yeah.
I think he'll do one with Cody at SummerSlam, and I think he'll do one with Roman at next year's WrestleMania.
But we're also blessed to get to actually do this show and get to talk to you guys on the watch along. So thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of this with us.
How big did that crowd pop last night when Roman speared The Rock?
Oh, huge, because they thought that was going to be the screw up.
Yeah. Rock sold out too, like $1 million.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a smart choice. I heard somebody.
I feel bad for Bayley that here on the biggest stage of them all, she accidentally wore 2 different colored boots.
I'm sure it was an accident.
You would have thought somebody would have caught that.
Oh, yeah, work over that leg.
Speaking of catching that, oof.
I was thinking too, like the thing why I'm wondering if Io's going to win this is because I am leaning towards Cody winning tonight, and I'm just wondering if we're not going to have 2 big babyface finishes.
Although Damian Priest walked out with the world championship earlier.
I don't know if that's was he was kind of like a babyface in that moment, though. It seemed like.
Yeah, but he's not going to be the babyface.
Oh.
I mean, they could turn them babyface.
Yeah.
Except for Dom.
Right.
Dom, they'd have to throw out Dom and McDonough and probably bring back the Demon. But other than that, I mean, they could.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like that. She made sense too. Hooked up the other leg.
Saw a video where Cody was comparing Rock and Hogan in his abuse of power.
Oh, Jesus.
Brock Lesnar gonna come out and to help Cody. Just my opinion. If he was to come out, I would expect him to help Cody. Yeah.
How much better would it be though if Damage Control has the upper hand on Bayley and out comes Brock Lesnar?
Brock just starts F5 and Iyo Sky.
Just S5 and
Dakota Sky.
Think about how far Brock could throw Dakota Sky. I mean, Dakota Sky.
I'm not predicting that either, but AJ did say you saw an interview with Triple H, or he said
no. On the press conference, he said that Brock has not gone from the company, and that he's at home.
He's at home.
He's just at home doing Brock things.
Yeah.
Which I assume means hunting.
And Brock was back on the website too.
Yeah. So it's not like MJF being gone from the AEW website.
I don't buy that shit.
These 2 are tearing it up too.
Hey, if we did see MJF here tonight for some reason, the shock of all shocks, is he here to help Cody or cost Cody?
Well, he is friends with Cody.
Yeah, I think.
But I think he would end up costing him in the long run.
Jim Ross from out of nowhere. Oh my God, he killed her, Dad. Yeah.
This is a real slobber knocker. Jim Ross said he has 1 year left in him from interview that I saw.
That's what I saw too. He got signed up for another year, and he said this is probably his last year.
And all I could think was, well, I wish he would have said that 2 years ago.
He's gonna probably do this is basically the main events and stuff on pay-per-views.
And before I get booed for saying that, I love Jim Ross. Jim Ross is great, but everybody's got to know when it's time to take a bow.
I mean, yeah, to me, he's the best announcer of all time, even more than Gordon. I love Gordon, but Jim's my guy. I grew up on Jim.
Yeah.
You know? So
even more than Gorilla?
I love Gorilla. I love Gorilla and Bobby. That's my favorite team of all time.
I also enjoyed Jesse and Vince only because Jesse would give Vince such a hard time.
Yeah. Obviously, JR and Jerry was great too.
He had to cut back a lot between medical issues, between the fact that he's just not Jim Ross anymore.
I think that
that was horrible.
I don't think he's just as fired up about the product, honestly. A lot of stuff.
Oh, that too. Yeah. I think when he first joined the company, he was fired up.
Yeah.
Because he saw the possibilities. But Tony Khan, if Tony Khan doesn't let go of the book, they're not going to make it to where they could.
And I think there's just a lot of things that Jim just wouldn't work for him.
Yeah. I do think that they do have some of the best wrestlers on the planet right now.
Oh, sure.
I mean, Will Ospreay is just that freaking good.
Will Ospreay's great. Bryan
Danielson, fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, Sammy Guevara's got great possibilities. I mean, Daniel Garcia. You got Moxley over there.
You know what's interesting?
Not to mention Claudio. Sorry.
It is only about to be 9:30.
There's a long way till 11.
After this.
A long way to 11. However, I could tell you this. I was telling the guys it was 9:45 when it was time for the main event last night.
Yeah.
They managed to stretch that all the way to 11 because of how long all the entrances took, how long all the... It took an hour and 15 minutes for that all to go.
Yeah. Ooh.
That was nasty.
Power bomb, back of her head in the corner.
I think Sting would be a good book.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd be into it, but yeah, I think he could do it.
I mean, hell, if even Bischoff would be a better book than him.
I feel like Bischoff's probably learned a lot at this point in his career. I don't think he has any interest in doing that.
No, I don't think he does either. Just don't give it to... Yeah.
As the night goes. I would...
Oh, he gets along really well with Cornette. Maybe Cornette could book.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, do you think we're going to see multiple people come out tonight, I guess?
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to see the Bloodline.
Bloodline
rules. Huh?
Yeah, I imagine Rock's going to be there.
Yeah.
I don't think Rock took the night off.
Rock's Ava comes out and begs the Rock to do the right thing.
You'd probably hire Vince Russo knowing my life. Yeah.
That's when I quit watching AEW.
I mean, honestly, like when I heard that they're going to show this footage from All In, I thought that's kind of Vince Russo like.
They're gonna get Vince Russo and Dixie Carter to run the show.
GTV. But it's like Iyo setting up for this moonsault. She does have one of the best moonsaults in the business. Oh, Bailey gets the feet.
Is there a chance that Jason Kelso also comes out to try to save the day during the main event?
The stakes are bigger then. Man, I'd love to see.
But you got to remember, Haku is there. Rikishi's there.
Yeah.
If they bring out the whole bloodline,
Rikishi's going to give Rock the stink face. I don't know. I'll see that. You never know.
Thank God we don't have to worry about Jimmy Snuka coming out.
Rock coming back from Hollywood. Brother, I got an idea. I want Rikishi to give me a stink face.
Don't forget, Nia Jax is part of the bloodline.
I mean,
Tamina
from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Sure, Gorillas of Destiny.
I think Tamatonga's not under contract anymore.
Yeah,
so,
there's a lot of people that could come in from that bloodline.
Jacob Fatu saying he's a free agent and he's signed with WWE. So there's a lot of interesting people.
It is interesting that out of two of the world's champions right now, you've got two Samoans named Joe that are world champions.
Yeah, I don't think that Samoa Joe is going to
No,
be there.
well, especially since they don't actually, I don't think, get along.
Oh yeah, then Sky to Hottie going to hit the ring. They're going to use a dance after air. Knowing Roman's luck, there's a chance Rock will betray him. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's not going to happen. In fact, I think that's eventually where we go.
Is there a chance Mama Rhodes clears the ring?
So there was a thing on the A&E biography where I guess Roman had said that if he loses, he's not coming back. I don't believe that, but it would be interesting if he did lose tonight. I imagine he might be taking time off.
What is happening here? Hell of a right hand by Iyo. Well, the funny thing is Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling is restarted again. Dusty's old product, and it's actually being booked by QT Marshall.
But Dustin's helping.
Yeah, Dustin's helping out. His daughter, Dusty's daughter, is helping out, but QT Marshall's handling the book.
Mama Rhodes solos the entire WWE roster.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Screw you, Roderick. Iyo Sky is the master of the backbreaker. Cody wins. 2 weeks later, Roman Reigns is all elite.
I don't see that happening.
No.
Moonsault. And Bailey kicks out. I didn't think Bailey would be done that easy. She's not getting that Karrion Kross.
Yeah, she is the master of the sky. Bailey looks like she's in pain but smiling. Crowd's going nuts for Bailey right now.
So I beat Joe on my Ring of Honor predictions. We only agreed on 2. I beat him on NXT, but with these WrestleMania shows, I actually picked with my heart a little bit. And that's
you can't ever do that.
They got me, yeah. Like I wanted DIY to win last night in that tag match, and that didn't happen, obviously.
I didn't think DIY was going to win, even with their DX outfits.
that gave me hope.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow. That's a nice reversal.
Yeah, he just clotheslines you.
I believe that's actually how the Sheik reversed Backlund.
Speaking of the Sheik, I saw something where Sabu apparently
that's a different Sheik
for the Independent Hall of Fame, Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame, and just decided not to show. Says he doesn't want to go up the stairs.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Brett Lauder, the owner of GCW, helped put it together. He's just like, what a legend.
Yeah. That's weird. I've never heard anything like that about Sabu before.
Bailey with that giant elbow.
Next thing you're going to tell me is Sid didn't show up.
It's softball season. Oh, face first.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse. His horse could have been sick.
She got it.
Yes.
There ain't no stopping us now. We gonna celebrate. There ain't no stopping us now. Hey, I was happy to be wrong. I just had a feeling that they might screw her over. Glad they did it.
I was a little surprised we didn't see any of Damage Control interfere in the match.
So this is the only one we disagreed on, except for maybe the main event.
Well, we don't know the main event. I'm not telling you until I take the shirt off.
Yeah. I'm predicting Cody.
Oh yeah, Bailey won. Dig it, brother.
Bailey will have her moment. Yes, she will.
She deserves it. She works her butt off.
Yeah, she did.
They cut away from the tattoo before I could read it.
I wonder. I gotta think they're doing rematches or something, right? Because who's the strong heel that would face?
I wonder if Sasha's there somewhere under a mask.
Possible. Would not shock me if Sasha was somewhere around there.
Since all of them have come to support her at everything she's.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they even went out to New Japan to support her.
There was some interview right before Sasha actually debuted for AEW, and she actually said, asked about if she ever come back to WWE, and she said, "I have unfinished business there. I will finish my career in WWE. I will be back." And I remember Conrad talked about it. He said, Tony Khan's got to be hearing that. Like, what the fuck? You could have answered that another way.
Yeah, she could have said never say never, or
Right.
But to just say, yeah, as soon as this contract's done and I've collected my money, I'll be back.
I'm getting the bag, and then I'll see you in a couple of years.
That's why I'm the CEO. They've been smart with her booking, though. So far, they've had her show up in Worcester, Mass,
Who's
Boston.
He's gone.
Who was it?
I think it's one of those football players from San Francisco she's friends with.
Oh, it is. It's Kittle, George Kittle.
Yeah, that's it.
He was there last night too. Apparently, the Philly fans don't like the guy from San Francisco.
Yeah, go figure. I just had a feeling because they've been buds before. I've seen that.
Yes.
Or who knows what the future holds.
I was just hoping while I was in Philly not to get hit by a battery when The Rock won. Or a snowball.
So you're staring
now,
at
great match by the two of them, though.
Yeah.
By the way, we're almost right to that 9:45 that we were at last night.
I would think
we're going to see a commercial, then we're going to see a promo for them, and it's going to be right around the time of.
I would think the entrances should be not as long tonight, though, because we're not dealing with four guys.
August, they're coming to Rhode Island.
But it is 9:37, so that's pretty good. Do we go past 11? I know it won't be long past 11, but do we go a little past it or a little bit?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm going to say we end a little before it.
I mean, I'm hoping it's a little bit before it, too, so that we can cover a little bit of the press conference also.
I'm not sure the press conference. Come out of here. One match to go. Everyone, P.S. I'm still confident Brock Lesnar returns. I'm not going to be upset about it. Let's put it that way. I'd like to see what happens here.
So that one's going to be at 1 p.m., the one from France.
Doesn't almost die in tonight's intro. Are they looking at a show coming to France there?
Yeah, in May 4th.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
From Lyon de Senes, France.
Great man. He wins. Absolutely, man.
Lyon de Senes, France. I'm not picking a winner until it's over, but for those of you who weren't here earlier, I've got a T-shirt on underneath here of who I think is going to win, and it's not Michael J.
Michael J.
Wait a minute, where's Colin? I was watching some of the old Saturday Night Lives from the last couple of years. There's George Kittle.
May 4th.
Is it me or does he not look a little bit like Big Bill?
He does. T-Pain,
absolutely. So I was watching some of those old Saturday Night Lives from the last couple of years, and it's amazing how many ways Michael Che makes Colin sound really racist.
Yes.
Vanessa Hudgens.
They do.
Are we having a High School Musical?
Louis. It's a Bloodline shirt.
Yes, they're apparently big rock fans.
Alan Joss, yeah.
Yeah, they were both there last night, too, so. The girls next to me went absolutely nuts when they showed Vanessa Hudgens. Like, oh my God, it's Vanessa Hudgens!
Yes, look at here.
I had to ask him who Vanessa Hudgens was.
Snoop's back.
Dude, I told you they were going to kill enough time to get us there.
How can we do it here? Oh, it's probably announced the attendance.
Yeah, last night they brought out freaking Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
It's actually 3,000 less than last night.
Keegan Michael Key. The Rock, baby. We got a little more. We got a few extra people for that house.
So over the 2 nights, though, you're talking about 150,000. So
somebody at the press conference did ask Rock, "Can we expect some surprises from you guys tomorrow?" And Rock just goes, "Yeah, you can." You gonna elaborate? Like, nah. Like you took.
wow, 145,000 people.
Okay. Do we see Steve Austin tonight?
That's my prediction, Randy.
Yeah. He seems to be the name I keep hearing about the most, so I will go with that.
The fact that I haven't seen anything with Steve Austin all weekend,
right,
is what makes me believe we might see him.
And let's not forget this: WrestleMania 15, Philadelphia, Rock and Austin was the main event.
Dude, look at that! It's 49 degrees there now. By the time it got to my time yesterday, it was like 37. That's messed up.
All right, here we go. Bloodline rules match.
Now, Dave, are you making your prediction ahead of time?
Yeah, I'll go Cody.
Cody, absolutely, because it's not a bad choice.
James says no legends. 101. I think we're gonna get something. Hogan posted a video announcing his attendance. I don't think anyone cared.
God, one can only hope Hogan comes down and costs Roman.
Okay.
To all to keep his spot.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because if Cody does win tonight, Roman won't pass the Hogan record.
That's what I'm saying.
CM Punk wants you to know.
Hogan comes out. Austin comes out. By the time Hogan gets down to the ring, the show's gone off the air.
Austin, Cena, Rock. Oh, look at him with the Bucks.
Yeah, they're telling the whole story, man. They got
yeah.
we got time to kill.
People have probably already seen this before. I just had not seen this video package.
They're gonna have him wrestling. They're gonna have the entire match between him and Nick Aldis for the NWA Championship.
I feel like, Cody just has this is about to be a whole movie. You're right.
It's gonna be 10:50 by the time we get the match.
It is kind of amazing how this all came together, though, right? Yeah, it's not hot in 1984. But Roman Reigns.
Was that the last time Hogan had a good match?
Roman Reigns comes back, and now he's on this run where he hasn't lost in years. So you've built up something. Let's be honest, AJ. I don't think we ever thought we were going to see, John, you're an old school fan, never thought we were going to see a long running reign like this again in this era. Never thought. So we have that. And who's the guy that can possibly stop him at the 40th WrestleMania? The guy that tried last year, he's getting one more shot, who's Dusty Rhodes' son, and he tries to win the one title that Dusty never won. Oh, by the way, he's the guy that left, made himself bigger, started another promotion, came back, and now he's getting to do all this too. Incredible story.
Well, it's very similar to Dusty's actual story. Dusty almost won the belt in Madison Square Garden, goes away, becomes a 3-time world champion for the NWA, and then they bring him back bigger and better than ever in polka dots.
Yeah.
It's a dream come true.
We call this actually Wrestle at WWE. Cody Rhodes, this is your life. And the grandson of a plumber, yes.
No mention of his brother, though. One of the greatest Intercontinental champions of all time.
This is it's been quite a story.
I stand by the fact that Cody didn't actually say anything bad about The Rock's family.
No, he didn't.
Oh, absolutely. They made a mockery out of him.
Polka dots.
But you know what? Dusty did the best he could with those polka dots.
Rumor has it. AJ, hold on, has night 2 measured up to night 1?
Well, I'm a lot warmer than I was for night 1, but other than that, it's always great to be there live. I was lucky enough to be sitting next to a lot of good fans and a lot of interactions. But it's also nice to be home and be able to call the action with you guys. So it's measured up.
I'm going to agree with AJ. I'm going to say Steve Austin. I can't say for sure John Cena or CM Punk. I'm sorry, John Cena or Brock.
I thought I heard John Cena's working on a movie. If he's working on a movie, the insurance company will not allow him to actually do it.
Him and Miss Jacqueline work great together.
Yes. Miss Jacqueline.
I think that might have been Sapphire.
That was a sweet Sapphire. Both of you, unfortunately, both have passed away.
Man, oh man. I definitely have to say,
I enjoy doing the watch along. So
these WrestleManias have definitely flowed well as far as shows go. It's always this last part, though. It's going to be to see how they flow here. You know, I've heard some complaints. I thought it was great. Honestly, everything went great.
I was actually thinking that I have time to run out to Domino's real quick and grab a pizza before the match happens. So you guys want anything?
Yeah, we'll hold off. Well, all right. So we're almost at the end of this now. All right, 9:47. These entrances will take us to about 10. I'm gonna say this ends before about 10:45.
I'm gonna go with 10:50.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end a little before 11 though.
Because you're gonna have Cody. The match might end before that. But remember, there's gonna be some Cody celebration after too if he wins.
If he wins, or if he's not, I can't see him losing after last night. I don't know.
We might also need paramedics to check on Mama Rhodes.
Mama Rhodes.
You could fly to Naples to get the pizza. It's funny because it's true. Good entrance for Cody.
Yeah.
I like the mask. You'll be able to get that on WWE.com for about $250 later tonight.
Oh, Brandy's here.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, there's your special appearance. Brandy gonna save
number 1. Yeah.
And she dressed to wrestle.
You're not messing around.
Dude, I know people don't like Brandy. I like Brandy.
Yeah. I do not think Brandy's getting involved because there's no women that are going to show up in the bloodline, I don't think, here tonight. There's women that could.
I mentioned multiple women from the bloodline.
That's right. Ava and Nia Jax are not involved in this.
Tamina.
Rama Rhodes is going to land to smack him down.
Oh, by the way, if you guys are interested, Brandy Rhodes actually now runs a yoga studio, so you can do online yoga with her like Dave does.
Proud.
He told DDP no. Who might also be there because he's also great friends with Cody Rhodes. Although DDP is looking really old now.
Hey, that's still he's going, DDP is still going.
Oh, absolutely. He's a hustler. Do you know Big Bill is engaged to Lexi Nair, right?
No.
So Big Bill and Lexi Nair are actually engaged. Lexi Nair, the reason why she came to AEW and how she met Big Bill, her stepfather is DDP.
Oh.
Yeah, DDP's married to her mom.
Interesting. Brandy Rhodes has been keeping a secret. Her real maiden name was Fatu. Will this match live up to hype? I believe so. Cody was.
Oh, both these guys can go. So they had a great match last year. I find it hard to believe they won't have a great match this year too.
And they will play.
Oh, by the way, the crowd loves to do that. The whoa.
Oh yeah.
Between that and with him and Seth in the same match, and them doing Seth's song and that. Oh my God.
That would be kind of fun if they did play the American Dream music though. if he won afterwards in the title. They played Dusty's song.
Oh God! But they gotta do. Yeah, they gotta do the American Dream. He's just a common man. Sorry. Oh, there's Mama Rhodes.
Rose.
Oh yeah, sure. They have a shirt that the American Dream jersey that fits her.
Well, so Cody has some hidden weapons. Would not be surprised. Maybe some guns.
Watch out for nunchucks.
Yeah.
He borrowed them from Bull Nakano. She came out with them earlier. I do like Cody. I know there's some Cody haters out there. I don't like to think of myself as a Cody crybaby, but I do like Cody.
They probably screwed up and play Real American. That would suck.
Out comes Hogan. Well, you played my music. You play the music. Hogan comes out.
I'm a Cody fan. Way back, I'm a Dustin fan. I'm a Dusty fan. I've always loved the Rhodes family. So
I never liked those egg sucking dogs. Oh.
The Coatlander returns.
Tell you what, some good predictions here. I like it.
He's like Joe Henry.
I can tell you, we won't be happy if Dave Bautista returns.
It's probably not the match for him to return now.
It would make no sense whatsoever.
No, I don't know what his problem would be with Roman. Triple H, I called in a favor.
I don't want to see DX come down.
Yeah.
I certainly don't want to see what's left of the NWO. I do like Joe Hendry. I see that in the comments over there.
Yeah. Don't you ever say Batista returns ever. So, fuck that fan as well.
He comes back wearing baby blue, baby.
When is Batista going into the Hall of Fame?
Oh, God.
I'm sure he is.
I'm sure he is, too.
Yeah. Maybe what I want.
Dude, somebody got like a stormtrooper freaking Cody Rhodes.
Batista has been ringside all night. He just stands so still, no one sees him.
The old joke with Bruce Pritchard. Every week they would ask him about Dave Batista's dick.
Yeah, about Ted DiBiase Jr. I don't see him showing up either.
Oh wow, they're about to acknowledge him. Look at all those people.
Yeah,
that's actually the future bloodline. That's all their kids. Look at Roman coming out there.
So Pat McAfee actually acknowledged that Roman still has leukemia. He fights through leukemia, and Roman mentioned on a press conference, I guess, that he takes this medication for it. It's just something he'll have to take for the rest of his life. And
yeah, he's got to fight it all the time. It's not something that just goes away.
Right. Him and Cena will be sharing popcorn right there.
Yeah.
$1,316 days. Unbelievable. I never thought we'd see that kind of run again.
Yeah. Him and Gunther, both great runs.
Yeah, someone says Gunther has actually made it to 666 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he only had about 100 more defenses than Roman.
Yeah.
Although, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking Roman for it. If you can get that schedule, God bless you.
Yeah, that tribal chief money, that tribal chief schedule.
I heard Ted DiBiase's trying to hide money right now. And I'd like to also point out that Gunther lost it on 666.
Yeah.
And he lost it to a man with no soul.
Talking about in the army, in the house. Well, he's got this goddamn orchestra out here, huh?
Oh, Roman is absolutely a star.
No.
Dude, Roman might actually be one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But he's not just a Hall of Famer. He's in that
Yeah.
Hogan conversation. He's in that that Cena conversation, that Flair conversation.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think he's had more impact over the last 3 years than Cena had.
I think it's an interesting argument. I've definitely thought about that.
I mean, certainly, we love Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Yeah.
We can say right now the time period that he's working in,
Yeah.
they're blowing. Their numbers are blowing away that time period.
Sure. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman. So good.
Although, in fairness, it's similar to boxing. In boxing, when people mention Marciano, everybody always says the same thing. Oh, well, he didn't fight anybody. You can only fight who's put in front of you.
Right. Same thing with Larry Holmes. He had that same problem too for a while. His entrance is goated. Absolutely.
Well, they have similarities also. Marciano beat an old Joe Louis. Larry Holmes beat an old freaking Muhammad Ali.
That's funny. Joe says we got some stuff popping off on Instagram, so that's good. I'm getting a lot of notifications tonight. I just haven't had a chance to check them out. So let's see.
Look at Pat. I love Pat McAfee. I love the way he reacts when Jay comes out too. Pat McAfee almost kills himself every time Jey Uso comes out. Favorite wrestler with Paul Heyman? Good question, Randy Osga.
All right. I'll let you take care. I'm sorry. I'm trying to check out.
No, that's all right. No, Randy Osga's question is, who's your favorite wrestler with Paul Heyman? I would love to see a longer run, quite frankly, with CM Punk and Paul Heyman. But I love him with Roman, quite frankly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if we're going with everybody's ever managed, then I love the Dangerous Alliance.
Right. Yeah, you had Austin, Rude.
Yeah. literally, the whole group was Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
I mean, Larry Zbyszko, freaking Medusa, Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton.
Interesting. Yeah, we got some big numbers on Instagram tonight. Yeah, Roman. So let's get to this here.
It is 158 days to tie Hogan. Great point, James.
So
that's why I think Hogan could come out and drop the leg on him. You never know.
Mean Mark Callis. Oh yeah, that's right. Heyman was with Mean Mark.
Well, he actually had the skyscrapers, didn't he?
Yeah. So
he also managed Spivey and managed freaking
Well, wait.
Or was that Teddy Long by that point?
Teddy Long had the skyscrapers, and at one point Paul had Mean Mark.
Separate, yeah. Dude, Roman looks like he's chiseled down a little too.
Yeah. Oh, Charles Robinson's got the assignment for this.
Yeah, they talked about that ahead of time, that they were bringing Charles in for that. Little Nate.
Only time I'll mark out. Mean Mark.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Today.
Especially with a gimmick that a lot of people could have dropped the ball with. That Undertaker gimmick could have easily fallen by the wayside, like the Goon or the freaking Red Rooster.
That when they first saw him come out, they thought, "What a great gimmick!" But how long can it last?
Yeah,
right. You know?
But he also evolved it every couple of years.
He evolved it, and he really protected it the best he could.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we didn't even know he would speak to people until after he retired. Here we go. It's main event time.
Main event at the 10 o'clock mark here, too. So, see how long we go.
Like I said, there could be a lot of moving parts to this.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Belmont's there.
That's where he was smart switching it up. Yeah, no doubt. Look at this crowd fired up.
Well, Dave knows my favorite incarnation is actually the American Badass.
Yeah, which a lot of people wouldn't agree, but I just like the more realistic approach to it. You know,
because quite frankly, just a bad man.
The stare down here. Cody's done a good job over the years too of like really putting on some size. Like if you remember, he was much smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible. I wouldn't be shocked.
That's funny. Just look at the crowd, man. You can see they're fired up.
Oh, absolutely. People have been dying for this. We talked about this the other day. Roman Reigns, you hear about the old timers in the Samoan dynasty and how much of a badass is Haku, freaking those guys just beating the crap out of people that would mess with them. In order to grow up in that family, you got to be a tough guy.
Oh yeah.
Even if you're not the toughest guy in the family,
you're a tough guy. Yeah.
You're a tough guy because you've been getting beat down by those guys your whole life. Stardust could do a run-in. Let me tell you something. With Jimmy Uso's sense of humor, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come in dressed as Stardust.
That's pretty funny.
There's all kinds of stuff where they ask people, who's the funniest guy in the locker room? And by far, everybody always says Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I think Roman cut his fingertip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look, his fingertips has got like a thingy on it. Like a Band-Aid and a protection on it.
Well, he was bleeding from the mouth last night too.
He did a great job with selling his facial features for that too.
I called that last night because obviously he had to improv that. He wasn't planning on that, but he just sold it like he was feeling that happened. Yeah, I thought that was really good.
Yeah, when R-Truth says that Jimmy's the funniest guy in the locker room,
right?
You know he's the funniest guy in the locker room because R-Truth is funny as can be.
About that, John. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I would. Let me tell you something. If there was anything I could go back and do, and if I was traveling from town to town, I would love to be the travel partner for R-Truth. Although his travel partner is actually Randy Orton, so those two have been best friends for like 20 years now.
Interesting here. So the bloodline rules we know were made to put Cody's back against the wall, but Cody's the first one right here to break out like the weapon.
Anything goes. It's bloodline rules, baby.
Ooh. First one to grab a weapon, I should say. Not the first one to use it yet.
That's true.
Good thing they're grabbing those tables because if we've seen all night.
Those other tables.
Those announced tables don't break, son.
Yeah, they're probably worn. They were like, "What? Oh, he's putting it back on."
Oh, what a heel move! Like, nah, Philly.
That is the best heel move ever. He put the table back.
Yeah.
And he paused long enough when it was down that it looked like he might use it.
I swear, I thought Cody had a little smile on his face too, like when he was holding his head. Like, oh, that was great.
Oh, you know Cody's got appreciation for Roman.
I'm sure, like behind the scenes, yeah, there's definitely.
Do they keep going at this? It could take the hour.
Okay, get to the table.
Whatever you do, stay away from the announce tables.
All right, so Roman does grab a weapon. He is the first one to actually use a weapon.
Went back to his Samoan heritage and went to the kendo stick.
Putting that work on there.
Oh, did you see Roman just signed a deal with Nike?
I did not.
He actually just signed an endorsement deal with Nike. So if you think he's going anywhere, you might be wrong.
Yeah. Good on him.
I don't think Nike's signing a guy who's heading to retirement to a endorsement deal. Roman's definitely trimmed down, though. Dude, he swung so hard he almost hit himself in the back of the head. Dude, guy sitting next to me last night, there was one guy that annoyed me.
Yeah.
He said Roman Reigns doesn't come across as very smart. I was like, you mean the guy who graduated from Georgia Tech, one of the hardest schools in the country to get into? The man who is literally the face of the WWE doesn't come across as very smart to you?
Took control of his career.
Yeah.
He'll be teaming with Seth in 2 weeks. Hey, I don't know about in 2 weeks, but I would not be surprised at some point to see those two back together.
It's like any great band. You put a band back together, people love to see the old hits. They could be like the Rolling Stones touring till they're 60. Although I believe the Stones are still touring and they're like 95. Dave, when's the last time you saw the Stones on tour?
Just the other day, baby. Stones on tour.
Look at the people acknowledging him. Some people are cheering for Cody, but I keep seeing fingers going up.
Steel wheelchair tour.
The shit we're still alive tour. Especially how is Keith Richards still alive?
Hey, look at that. Somebody's got a stormtrooper mask with a American.
Dude, I mentioned that like 20 minutes ago.
I was busy.
All I could think of was one of Dusty's proudest moments when his brother-in-law, Fred Ottman, came tripping through the WCW set.
Yeah, when Cody said he was a young boy watching that, he's like, "Is that Uncle Fred?"
Yeah. Oh, the great memories. Oh, they're going into the crowd. Here we go. Bloodline rules, baby.
Oh, we got that guy. Charge to 200. Clear. Yeah.
Good line, John. Oh, wait a minute. Dude, that'd be funny if this breaks, but the Spanish announce table didn't. Look at all the people acknowledging him. That's fantastic. People are loyal because you got Flyers fans out there.
Over there. And if he told people, get out of the way, you're about to get hit. Yeah.
Dude, there is no way he's suplexing him off that.
No, he's not doing that. Oh, my God. Going pop huge.
If they go off that way, they might both be retiring.
Paul Heyman. Oh, my God, so good.
Dude, Paul's selling it.
Yeah. No doubt.
That could happen. You could get a tour de force of legends that come down to.
Well, that was one of the talks, was right. Like, Undertaker, Steve Austin, Cena, and then they're like basically celebrating with.
Could also see Uncle Howdy come down to help him.
Do some shit.
Like to update you guys, it is 10:09.
Oh,
there it is. Powerbomb City.
Ooh, last ride, basically.
Yeah. Well, now that might piss the Undertaker off.
Steal my shit, brother. Andy Osgood, this is intense. Yeah, it is, man. This is big fight feel.
And they're both delivering. I mean, Cody's taking a whooping.
Keep wanting to call him Captain Howdy.
No, Captain Howdy, like Dee Snider's character.
Yeah.
I get the reference, John. That's good.
It's a stormtrooper mask out there.
Cody's head is also floating.
Look at Paul. So proud. Paul Heyman. Basking in
like a proud papa.
So it's a plan B, and it's called the Beast and Carnage. Punk, man, you're sticking to this one. I love it. I love it.
That's actually the same thing Dave told his ex-wife when he thought she was pregnant. There's always plan B.
Hey, the Riddler made it to Philly.
Nice to see Jim Carrey. At least he didn't come as Kaufman. Dude, I thought Macho passed away, but he's put on a lot of weight.
Oh yeah. Look at the celebrities that are out there in this. Not necessarily in the front row or in the.
Well, they have to put them where people aren't going to bother them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It looks like people could bother them. That's interesting.
They put them all together so that.
Yeah.
Look at Roman talking to him. Telling him this is what you wanted.
Yeah, got that cravat there now.
Dude, love to see William Regal's influence on the main roster.
Oh yeah, see Jay Lethal do a Savage impression. That'd be great.
Lethal's impressions, whether it's Flair, Savage, always fantastic.
All right, Cody.
Actually,
brother, he's powering up.
Ironically, I thought of Jay Lethal last night when I was driving through Elizabeth, New Jersey on the way home from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Well, it's over. No DDT.
Oh, watch out for the nope.
Oh.
Suplex? Oh, nice.
Suplex. Wow.
Yeah, little perfect plex.
The woo-off from TNA was amazing. Yes, it was.
I still like to watch that every once in a while. It still brings a smile to my face. And then I remember that Flair still wrestled last year. And that makes me cry.
Yeah, I would not rule out one more match.
No, neither would he, unfortunately. The problem is with the amount of weed he's smoking now, he might not even know there was one more match. Just like Tyson, hopefully will remember there's one more fight. I'm just hoping this doesn't lead to a Tyson comeback tour.
Oh, yeah. Interesting that's going to be on Netflix, too.
That is interesting that it's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time a big boxing fight has been on like a major streaming service like that. I mean, DAZN, but that's not something necessarily people are going to be.
So Netflix is picking up Raw in 2025, correct?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the changes that come upon Raw with that. Rhino cracked me up in a video the other day.
Kick that in core. Will Sammy bring back the old C title back, old IC title? That would be interesting.
It would, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah. I'd like to see it.
Although he did bring back this Castro hat for a while there, so that was good. The Fidel Castro hat with his fatigues. So you never know. He does go old school.
Said no, that was a spear.
Funny thing is, Rhino's been wrestling forever, but he started so young that he's only in his early 50s too.
Yeah. He's one we first saw in ECW.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't remember it, but we had seen him in WWE doing enhancement work. He was under his real name and stuff, but we found that out years later because it wasn't like he really did. He kind of blended in at the time.
The time period towards the end with him, Karrion, towards the end of ECW was a really good time. And I still, one of my favorite ECW wrestlers of all time, who obviously went on to other places, is Lance Storm. I mean, you talk about a funny guy.
Lance is a smart guy, though. He really knows a lot about wrestling.
He's also trained a good deal of the wrestlers that you see today.
Randy says he thinks night 2 has been better than night 1. Let's talk about
yeah.
Let's see after this match is over.
Well, wait. I was gonna say because let's see. Rhea, which match was better, Rhea and Becky or Iyo and Bailey?
I like Rhea better.
Yeah,
honestly.
so there's a win. The tag match or the 6-man match, the ladder match.
The ladder match. Well, what was I don't know, that's a fair comparison. The tag match was I was just going by.
I'm going with the closest comparisons to.
I mean,
like what else would you? What else would you?
Better.
Yeah.
So.
Sammy, you put the main events head to head. It's Sammy versus, not Sammy. It's the tag match versus this. This is better to me so far.
I thought Sammy and Gunther was probably better than the triple threat match, honestly. Too.
Yeah. So overall, to me, night one was still better. I mean, this night was better.
But this is the night.
I mean, night one was better. Sorry.
Yeah.
Other than the tag match versus this main event.
Because this is the world title.
Yeah.
And we had.
I mean, even Drew and Seth earlier delivered also.
Yeah. So that's where you can. That might be the difference, right? Is we're having 2 world title matches tonight.
I mean, anytime you have 2 world title matches, how do you compare it to the card that had no world title matches?
Right. For the men's championship, we obviously just had the world title. So 3 world title matches.
Well, yeah, but that's why I compared those 2 first.
Yeah,
the
right.
2 women's world title matches. And I'm not taking anything away from Bailey and Iyo. They killed it tonight. It's just Rhea and Becky told a great freaking story last night. See, his fingers hurt.
Going for that Superman punch, I guess you got to imagine. Will he connect?
Actually, if you look at Roman's shoes right now, you can see the Jordan symbol on the.
There we go. Them dusty punches.
There you go. Flip, flop, and fly, baby. We going through the drive-through.
Bionic elbow.
Woof.
Oh, man.
What a moment. These guys are amazing. Paul Heyman's selling the shit out of it outside still, too. Look at Paul's face.
This is the 3rd WrestleMania since he's left AEW then. So he debuted at WrestleMania against Seth, lost to Roman, and here we are.
Oh, no, they're looking at the tables, the titanium tables.
Well, I guess 4th WrestleMania because he last night. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. They're going to try to go through it, too.
They're going to try to go through this table. You sons of bitches.
Look at the look of concern on Paul's face, knowing how sturdy these tables are.
Yeah. Roman signed a new contract with the Jordan brand. Yep.
Damn it, Randy. I already said that. What are you pulling a Dave? Now I got 2 people not listening to me?
The Stormtrooper mask out in the crowd, too. Put a black and white mask and give him $1 million knee.
That'd be incredible.
Here we go. Is it going to be Cody going through this? And, he did. He got him through it.
I did hear there's also a chance, though, that Cody's been working with Johnny Weaver on a sleeper hold.
Superman punch.
There it is. It's over.
He knows that ain't over.
I was going to say, what are we going to do with the other 40 minutes?
10-19, yeah.
You know what? I think they need to go over and break the Spanish announce table, too.
I mean, really, all you have to do is go a little past 10:30, and they're going to feel like you did fine. So, match could even end at 10:30 or before.
So now, with Prime sponsoring the WWE, does that mean that Logan Paul's company is actually paying the WWE to pay Logan Paul?
I could not figure that out either last night.
I do want that Stormtrooper mask. Ooh. There it is, Cody Cutter. Damn, Paul got tall. Oh, he kicked out too.
Wow.
These are just some of the things that I pondered, John. I apologize for.
Yeah, great Cody cutter. Like you said,
See, he
Rock
threw
took that well
things.
last night too.
Oh, he did. He took it real well.
Yeah.
Especially considering he was in the middle of doing the people's elbow.
Okay,
Oh, here it
so
comes.
yeah, all right.
Oh, nice knee.
That was a good knee. We still had no interference yet here, so
That's true. Dude, how weird would that be if they
ref bump.
how great would that be if they go 50 minutes, no interference?
Oh, the spear. That's it. We're done, baby. Wrap it up. Close the show. I'll shut it off.
that world famous Cody spear.
Oh,
Hogan's in the crowd.
Get out of here. That's how Logan got hired. I'll pay my own contract and endorsements.
Just watch out. If glass breaks, somebody's going to get their ass whooped.
Oh, here's another spear. I mean, another. Oh.
I was like, what are you watching?
Sorry. I called the wrong move. Thinking about another cross.
By the way, Dave does play-by-play for one of the best, fastest rising wrestling promotions in the U.S. right now. Dave, tell them about that.
It's an independent wrestling promotion in Florida called New Heights Wrestling. And yeah, me and producer Joe do some commentary for them. Look out, that big Superman punch. I do a little better than that. Wow. It's Jay. Yeet.
Day one.
Business is picking up. But we know this is just the appetizer.
Dude, you need to pay a little respect. His brother's 9 minutes older than him.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. I was afraid they were going to miss those tables at first.
Roman. The hell you doing?
Oh, I thought he had him. But it was no yeet.
Yeet.
There's another spear for you, Dave. He speared him right out of his boots.
Crossroads.
I think I saw his laces come undone.
See that stormtrooper mask out there? Oh. All right, so Roman's in control now, so I'm not expecting another babyface to come out here.
Well, no, he wouldn't be a babyface if the heel's in control of the match. He comes out to interfere.
Shout out to AJ doing a collision course.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there we go. Going for that guillotine choke. This might be where the ref bump comes in, though.
Yeah, Macho King's like, I would have used my scepter. Or they could just go flying out of the ring.
Outside, yeah. I guess we don't really need a ref bump since it's anything goes.
Yeah, it's anything goes. You don't even need a ref bump. There's no. Dude, that is a hard way to break a freaking choke. By the way, he can't make it to the ropes or anything to break that.
Right. Oh
no.
Cody with the spear through the barricade.
Now you might see someone.
Yeah.
By the way, similar to Cody's tattoo, I was thinking about getting my face tattooed right here.
Yeah. With Ole Anderson?
With a picture of Ole Anderson right here.
Yeah. Those are like, hey, a picture of himself there. That's weird. I remember TNA main events where a lot of ref bumps.
My only skit is going to be actually going to WWE headquarters or going to Linda McMahon's house and telling her where to go. Here it comes. He's going for the RKO. Oh, no. Crossroads. Or a spear if you're Dave.
Another crossroads. I think a man, they don't have to be in here. This is already better than last year. Oh, Solo.
gonna
Okay,
say somebody-
that's from last year.
That's literally the end of last year's match. I think they should just put him on top of him and do it again. And watch Philadelphia burn.
Oh, so John's hearing voices here. Nah.
Watch Philadelphia burn.
Who has well, Seth has been getting involved, but Seth might be not getting involved tonight, so
I was thinking about writing a script where you and I are federal agents in Philadelphia, and all we do is protect the Liberty Bell.
Okay, so beating it down. Man, we're milking this one, right? We're not just getting somebody out right away here.
Absolutely. What if he holds Cody and Roman spears Solo? So now he's gotten rid of Solo also. So out next is The Rock.
I'm going to say Cena is coming out right now.
It's possible. He did have the stuff with Cena.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, a handicap. Wow.
Or they just spear the crap out of Cody and he still kicks out. Which he just did.
The movie's name, Dead Ringers.
No, I like that one. But that's too simple. I was thinking we have to prevent people from putting more. We have to. Good call, Dave.
John Cena's coming out.
we have to prevent people from putting more cracks in the Liberty Bell.
Yeah, already I called this one.
For some reason, I didn't see it.
Nice.
Oh, and he's FUing him.
Yeah, I'm gonna even the score.
And then I'm predicting Roman kicks out.
I think
he's going to try to break the Spanish announce table. This man's crazy. This man's crazy. By the way, if you get a chance to see John Cena's last movie, freaking hilarious.
What's that one? Is that the...
Oh, here comes The Rock.
Rockmaster, please. Wow, The Rock.
Here comes the final boss.
Yeah. So
it was the one where he plays an actor and he plays these three guys' best friends.
Yeah.
It's really freaking funny.
I saw parts of it. I saw a trailer for it. It looks good.
You gotta see his cover songs.
Ricky Stenicki, yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard they're off the top of his hand. But anyway.
Okay, here comes the Mummy.
I liked it. It's hilarious. So, all right, so we got The Rock now and Cena facing off. Talk about your big time feel, right?
I feel like we're in Miami. Is it me or does The Rock have the best vests ever?
This guy knows what he's doing.
The man can pull off a vest.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of that, Cena can pull off some jean shorts.
You wrote this car.
Oh, that's fantastic.
In the movie, right? Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing
You
here?
remember when Cena looked a lot bigger than The Rock?
Yeah.
I don't look like that now.
Oh, no, we don't. So there's a funny part in Ricky Stenicki that you probably didn't see because you only saw the trailer. The guy asks him, hey, how do you keep yourself so big? And he says to him, oh, a lot of steroids. Which, of course, is funny because John Cena's always been so anti-steroids.
What? The Shield. Oh, this has got to be Seth Rollins, though.
Is Moxley still under contract?
Yeah, Moxley resigned. Yeah.
I'm kidding. Echo, bravo.
He's or Stone Cold.
Dude, I love that final vest sweatshirt.
Oh, it was Seth. And Roman just took him out.
Really good night for Seth Rollins.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I almost thought that I'm trying to look at this guy. Like, is this a Seth impersonator? Like, did we just do that? That feels like such a weak way.
Seth cosplay?
Yeah. All right, so Seth's going to come out.
Come on, Stone Cold. Stone Cold. The crowd's going nuts.
But
Malachi Black? Bray Wyatt?
Well, Randy said The Undertaker, which is what I would think.
Oh.
But
it is The Undertaker. Look behind you, Rock. Rock does not look bigger than him.
Oh my goodness. So is that okay? So is he just leaving? Is that the thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
My God. Yeah, he's just gone. And so is in The Rock. Where did he chokeslam The Rock to? Mama Rhodes is still there. So you wanted a big fight feel, and it's only 10:32.
I don't know how he put the belt over his head. No Brock Lesnar. Sorry, my friend.
Hey, this ain't over yet.
It's not over yet. Yeah.
CM Punk, me and you could still both be right.
I have to say, what's wild about this?
Oh, so he gonna hit Seth Rollins instead.
Yeah. Oh, right, because that's what Seth did to him with the Shield.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's a mistake.
That is a mistake. That's foreshadowing right there, pal. Punk needs Lesnar, but Cody needs the boot to the face. Crossroads or spear.
Oh, he going multiples.
Hawkins. By God, it's Ric Flair. He's calling.
The thing is, there's nobody left to actually help Roman.
Right.
Unless Haku comes out. That man, bad mother.
Oh no! Look at this.
Come on, Paul Heyman, jump in. Paul, where are you?
That's it, baby. We got a new champion. Wow. That's Randy.
So what's more shocking, that or the Undertaker streak ending?
Oh, the Undertaker streak ending. I didn't see that coming last time. Yeah. All right, take the shirt off.
By the way.
Yeah, I thought so. I have an American Nightmare shirt somewhere. I should have worn that today. I didn't think about it.
You're damn right. American Nightmare, baby.
Rhodes, baby. This guy. Look at this. Charles Robinson getting to put it on Dusty Rhodes' son.
That is fantastic. Yeah. I should have worn my Cody underwear, too.
Oh,
that would have made this.
You finished the story.
Sweet. Look at Brandy's there.
Brandy's there. That's awesome.
She looked like a fool for years for believing in him, but
yeah, hey, available. How awesome!
Speaking of fools, where the hell's Mama Rhodes? We gotta get Mama Rhodes in the ring. Come on.
I was kind of hoping she would hit Rock with that strap one time.
As someone who was a huge Dusty Rhodes fan as a kid, on a serious note, this is absolutely incredible. To the best of my knowledge, the first ever father and sons to hold the world championships.
Yeah. Look at this here on the outside. Rock and Roman. Punk not happy. Little Nate, little dust.
What great moments though. Rock and Undertaker, Rock and Cena.
It sounds
these two killed it.
it's that stuff that we used to joke about with the booking, with all these interferences, but we actually got it.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is nobody really touched the two of them other than Jay with the kick and Solo with the thumb.
Well, did Cena give an FU to? Yeah, he did to Roman too.
Oh, he did give it to Roman also? I didn't see
did,
it to
yeah.
Roman.
Yeah.
I did like the fact that he said, "You can't see me," and he just rock bottomed him.
Oh, so there we got the roster coming out to actually
Oh,
celebrate.
yeah, LA Knight. Here comes Randy Orton.
Yeah, and Cena.
Undertaker just still looks like a badass at all times.
Mm.
I'll tell you what, those bloodline rules came back to haunt him a little bit.
Yes, they did. We all saw that coming now, right?
Yeah, just a little, just a smidge. Look at that guy, shocked. That place is going nuts.
This reminds me of Brett, WrestleMania 10.
By the way, in case you're wondering who the biggest baby faces on the roster are, there you go.
Yeah. So we got there LA Knight.
How is Mama Rhodes not in the ring to celebrate this?
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, John Cena. Goldberg challenges Cody.
I love the fact that JC Kelso and his wife are up there to celebrate with Cody.
Randy with RK out of nowhere from Cody. I don't think so tonight, John, but I could see a Randy Orton feud down the road. I definitely think that's a possibility.
And for the love of God, let's never see Goldberg again. Well, they do have a legacy together.
Oh, here comes Punk.
That's awesome. Be careful, Punk. Your brace isn't on.
I was hoping Santino would do a run in.
Yeah, that's who we need. Santino Marella. Someone who. Oh, there's Mama Rhodes.
There we go.
Look who's there. Sammy trying to spin him around to her. Santino comes down, gives the Cobra to The Rock.
Handed it to his mom.
Oh, there's his sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
That's Randy's
sister.
dad, by the way, too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I think he's battling cancer right now, too.
That is awesome. Oh, he's taking the mic. All right, let's turn down for a second. I want to hear what he's. I'm going to mute mine for a second and
go ahead.
listen to what he's saying.
Yeah. All right. Take a look at this here. Punk never give it up.
I think Seth just finally rolled back in the ring. Seth's selling the shit out of that.
I thought that was Hook for a second with the hoodie.
He's bringing out Bruce Pritchard. Triple H. Oh shit, Hook's there. Still taller than Taz, though. This is awesome. Now's when you bring out the Beast to clear the ring.
Mama Rhodes is taller than Taz, too.
She also has a hell of a Tazplex.
Yeah. Obviously Bruce and Dusty were really close friends too. So Triple H
Absolutely.
obviously had nothing but respect for Dusty. See the emotion here, huh? For Triple H, you notice this because of the closeness he had with his father.
Triple H is such an emotional guy to begin with, and he loves wrestling so much.
Yeah, this is definitely about his father, though. That's awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
Cody told a story that when he won the Ring of Honor championship, he actually, one of the first texts he got was from Triple H, just saying, "Good job."
Oh, no, absolutely. Triple H has always been in his corner. Sometimes when things aren't going your way, you lose sight of who might still be in your corner. But look at that guy. Somewhere Dustin's going nuts right now, too.
Looks like WrestleMania 10. That's what I was saying, James. Yeah, definitely gave me that Bret Hart vibe.
The good thing about wrestling is that you always have a couple of guys that are strong enough to put you up on their shoulders.
I'm going with Lesnar over Goldberg any day.
Yeah, I would rather have Lesnar than Goldberg any day of the week. I think Lesnar is actually underrated as far as it goes as a talent. I don't think people realize how much he put people over. Dude, how cold does Brandy have to be right now? Jesus Christ.
Seth is still selling.
Dude, Seth's selling his ass off. He's the first person ever. He's the first person to ever do a run-in and not get a single bit of offense.
Whooped his ass. Right out. He got that Karrion Kross treatment.
Dude, how pissed off was Corey Graves that the Spanish announce guy wore the same exact jacket? He's like, dude, I told you I was wearing maroon.
That Spanish announce guy didn't get no acknowledgement. They definitely are. This is definitely putting over someone strong, huh?
You think?
Yeah.
It's a lot stronger than the treatment Drew McIntyre got.
By the way, somebody was pointing this out. Bronson Reed.
Oh my God, look how cold Brandy is. She's like begging people to.
Bronson Reed had beat Sami Zayn and he won the Battle Royal. Possibility that he might be a challenger for Sami and
he'd be he'd be a good heel challenger right away.
Cody even, yeah. Oh, there's Seth.
Yeah, Seth came out and took the beating that he wasn't gonna. Yeah.
Kevin's got Seth now.
Dude, get everybody out of there and let them enjoy a moment with the crowd. You got to give them a moment to pose with the belt. Remember the most important thing I ever heard. Hogan must pose.
This is one of the longest celebrations I ever remember.
Somewhere Hogan's in the back right now going, I still got it.
I don't mean it necessarily in a bad way, but this is one of the longest celebrations I remember after WrestleMania.
Look at that. Yeah.
Remember what Hogan would do?
It's amazing. I think this has got to go down as one of the best WrestleManias. I mean, both nights just were.
Yeah.
The fact that we had to choose one night or the other is hard because both of them were fantastic.
Yeah, it's usually you have one night and then the other night would suck. Last year I thought they were really both good nights, but everybody was so mad about Cody not winning that title last year.
Yeah. This took it to the next level. Look at him hugging all the camera guys, how much does he appreciate everybody? Oh, is that Nick Khan?
It's Nick Khan, yeah.
He's like, wow, you're my favorite con. Well, Cody's such a good representative of what wrestling should be. He really gets the whole thing. Yeah, there was no reason for The Undertaker to actually be involved other than the fact that he feels he's the final boss. But
yeah. All right, guys. That was a great show, but we are going to head on out.
Guys,
Enjoy
don't
WrestleMania John Hawkins Con.
do not forget, guys, tune into the Working Fans podcast. Check us out. Check out the channel. We got a lot of great interviews on there. We got a lot of content. And you know what? We're going to do a lot more of these watch-alongs. So please, thank you very much for joining us.
All right. Later, guys.